second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open enough just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
I've been getting out of bed these past few days. Think it's fair to be proud about it. I've quit ordering from all those fast food chains. I'm feeling better, there's no doubt about it. And my days are brighter, my shoulders are so much lighter. Just for a moment there, I thought that there was nothing more to life. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. Mind if I be real for a minute? It's almost like everything I feel had a limit. It now gone past. Finding reasons to smile and to laugh, and whenever it's a bad day, music is my band-aid.
Yeah, I know it's going to take us time, right, to go off. In the beginning itself, you would agree on this point that somehow when a prediction starts to come out true, we both are going to sit on mute on stream and we're going to just look at one another to see who's going to start. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is World Esports Cup. As most of our predictions are finally coming true, it's all, we are being awestruck on our own selves that finally some teams like Five Mutants, Demons Pride, STX, as we had predicted in the beginning of yesterday, that it's going to be these teams will be dominating at the end of the day, and it looks like they've started to do that as well, where Cartoon Network and XENON Esports, even though they had a very good lead, they got suppressed because the pro teams are finally performing.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great time yesterday. Today it is going to be even greater. Some strong teams are performing, some new teams are trying to outperform them. Let's see if they are going to continue the same way, or is there going to be any new playoff pattern. Brutality of with grenades is one of the key factor coming in from Pakistan teams. And talking about Five Mutants, they did not have a good half into the start yesterday, but by the end of the half,
Yep.
they literally turned the tables. And today as well, one day has definitely passed by. Today the doors of opportunity with total of 6 matches are still open. Chances of moving ahead towards the next stages are still open. Make sure to not feel that no, we are not going to qualify. The teams who were into the bottom half, they are definitely upshifting, upgrading, doing very very good. Teams Demons Pride as well, this was the team from whom we expected too much into the early start, and they stumbled down early on. But did you notice,
Yep.
Arka, one thing? In terms of Indian teams, we were able to see a triple digit by the end of the first day. Here, it is the fight of the equals. Everybody is under 100 score, and the kill points and placement points are having a very good balance here.
Yes, very much. Five Mutants with 47 kill points and 37 rank points comes up to show that, they are all wanting to go back aggressive, right? So in the beginning, we saw everybody wanted to be subtle. They did not want to concentrate on kill points. They wanted to go for placement points. We somewhere thought that the Pakistan chapter is going to tell a very different story by the end of the third map. But then later on, everything started to pick up, because now we are able to see that every team has more kill points compared to the rank points, in comparatively to other teams, to other chapters. Obviously, I'm referring to the Indian and the Nepal chapters, and I do believe that they're going to stick back to their own momentum. They're going to stick back to their own old style of going in all out brawl rather than going in for placement points. I know you would agree on this as well. At the same time, Demon's Pride, maintaining that consistency. They were there in the top four yesterday, when the first three maps got over. Then they still continue to do the same thing, and they are in the top two at this point of time. So STX Esports in the beginning went for placement points. Second match they went all out brawl. Third one they were restricted very badly. The first match they went for a booyah. I'm so sorry. The second match they were restricted. The third match they kind of balanced it out, but later they picked up the pace, come into the third position as well. So I do believe that most of these teams are going to come back harder, bounce back harder from the first position to almost the sixth position. The difference still remains within the 30s, so there's still a fighting chance for most of the top six teams, top eight teams to come into the top six.
And what are they fighting for? For one title and a big prize pool, which is 75 lakhs INR, out of which the team to take away the title is going to walk away with the massive chunk, which is 35 lakhs INR, followed by position 2 until 8. You are going to get something or the other. And to the teams who are not into the position, are up to the position 8, you still have chance to pick up something in your pocket. It may be fan favorite, MVP, best IGL, best clutch, best underdog team. The figures here are all going to be 7 digit for sure. My bad, 5 digit for sure. But ultimately, what matters is the titles are way more bigger, better in terms of growth. So maybe if you're not winning the tournament, it's still okay. You still stand an opportunity to win one of the title, and with that title, you'll also be having a good amount of money into your pockets. And not only money here, you're going to get a lot of name and fame, because it's not only about India. It is about tri-nation coming in: India, Pakistan, and Nepal. It is World Esports Cup, ladies and gentlemen, powered by Infinix Smartphone and in association with India Today Gaming, broadcast partner being Platonia Esports. And as we did not introduce, let's continue it now. I am Star Tanya. Alongside me, it is Arka, and we are very proud to say, finally, during the mid segment of Pakistan, are some expectations, are some predictions are coming true.
Yeah, and finally it's able to put some smiles on our faces, because throughout the day we were just having one expressions of shock. Our eyes were telling a different story, so did our face tell another one. But for now it's going to be different. I believe from now on we'll be able to get predictions on point, trying to entertain you guys as much as possible, because all these days it was all covering up of whatever didn't go our way. But still, all said and done, we'll be looking forward to what different kind of gameplays will the teams in the bottom will be able to bring out. Let me remind you guys the teams which are playing out until now. We're going to give position wise. So the first name we are going to take will be holding the top position, to the last name which we're going to take who will be holding the bottom position. From the top, it's going to be 5 Mutants, Demon's Pride, STX Esports, The Guardians, Cartoon Network, Xenon Esports, Team Alpha, Spyware, New Era, 5 FABS, bottom 4, and Angry Lords. Somewhere Angry Lords, after performing good, they had some decent kill points in the first 3 games. Around 5 to 6 kill points is what they had, but later they were suppressed so bad that they could put up just a total of 17.
Absolutely, they need to make sure they balance out their play, or maybe again get to what they started with. And talking about 5 Mutants, it is only team to have more frag points compared to what the rank points they are holding. 37 rank points compared to 47 kill points, and all the teams, not only one, all the teams of Pakistan segment are making sure of they get a very strong amount of kill. And we very well know where at the time of a tiebreaker is going to be the team who takes away more kill is going to move ahead, get a better ranking. So maybe this is their strategy, and highest placement points are coming in from team Demon's Pride. Now, team yesterday, they did not have a very good start, and ultimately by the end of the day they started going all strong in terms of standing as well as skill points. Talking about STX Esports, started strong, mid segment was totally shaky and weak from what the performances they started with, and ultimately they picked up a pace to such an extent that they are seen above the Guardians and Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shocker for me, because after the third game, I just took a break, came back in the fifth game, and then I see that STX Esports are still playing really well. And let me remind you guys, they are playing for placement points rather than kill points. They have just 23 kill points so far, rather they have 40 placement points on an average. So that comes up to say that, this is that one team which actually switched into the P-plan mode, right? The major plan was in the first game, let's go all in for rank points and then let's play for placement points. The second match didn't go that way, but later on everything started to fall in place. And how are these rank points and kill points awarded? It's in front of our screens at this point of time. The first team or the team on top to secure the booyah will be taking home 12 points. The second place is going to be taking 9, and from then on till the 10th position they're going to descend down by 1 point. So 3 will take 8, 4 will take 7, 5 will take 6, 6 will take 5, 7 will take 4, and so on until the 10th position is going to secure 1 point. At the same time, the 11th and 12th won't be having having any kind of points in the pocket for being on the bottom, but the kill points will be awarded with 1 point each. So each kill you're going to secure 1 point. So even though you're in the 11th or the 12th position, if you have a decent 5 points in your pocket, you're equivalent to a sixth position.
Absolutely. So make sure if you're not able to go ahead, play for survival, play for the frags, and that is what exactly these teams are doing. Booyah definitely bags away the biggest chunk of the prize pool, which is 12 points, and this is going to matter too much. Teams like Demon's Pride, who suddenly switched it out, their play pattern, going for the Booyah, indeed, going for the survival rather Booyah. And I think this
Yeah,
was something of a shocker because we have seen Demon's Pride going as strong as possible, as aggressive as possible, and this is one of the
yeah,
team who has got a content of bullying other teams in terms of picking kills.
very
So
much.
let's hope that today they are again going ahead with same strategy, because why do you want to go ahead pick up some battle when you decently don't have to? If you can go passive, still win it out into top 2, top 3, ultimately it is still the qualification process. You don't have to be the number one here. You can go slowly, steadily, and this is how Demon's Pride is able to procure 40 standing points, and very slowly. They were not even into the spotlight, but still they are here.
Yeah, but at the same time, 5 mutants switching from A plan to B plan. The A plan was to play for placement points, trying to maintain it, and then go in for kill points. When that was not working out, an immediate switch into going in an all-out brawl worked out for them. 47 kill points is where they are, even though they have lesser rank points than the side of Demon's Pride. That is, they have 37 placement points, whereas Demon Pride have 40 rank points for themselves. Because of the maximum kill points being gained by them, they're on the top of the table, and they have a total of 84 points within their pocket. So I do believe that in the Indian sector, it's becoming hard for people to change from plan A to plan B. Rather, in the Pakistan chapter, we're able to see that they're able to adapt themselves in such a way that they do not mind switching from plan A to plan B. But at the same time, this switch, can it affect their consistency, is going to be the bigger question, because ultimately when you're going in for a switch and there's going to be a brief buffer period where you're going to be switching from plan A to plan B, and some team comes and dominates at that point of time, then it's going to be an issue for any team. So all these things said and done, the first map of the day is going to be the map of Bermuda. We can expect a lot of early clashes, at least this time, because we all know that now the teams are wanting to get in a fight, wanting to get in some early kills in the name so that they can go in for rotation. If not the early ones, we all know in the final circle there's going to be a lot of bombardment in every nook and corner of the map. Yeah, Tanya, which is that one team which you'll be looking out for when it comes to kill points for the day?
Five mutants definitely. They are on number one on
Yeah,
leaderboard in terms of having more kill points, and this is the only team who is able to get more kill points and be on the leaderboard on number one position. So I think today again we can expect some repetitions. And talking about Demon's Pride,
yeah,
I think they have learned very nicely into the very start of the day. They don't need to go aggressive. Yesterday, three matches definitely end up not and did not end up exactly how they wanted it to be, and now realizing doing nothing until the third circle and then going all over each and every team coming their way. They literally were the road rollers. Any team coming their way, they were just smashing and slushing any opponents. So maybe these are the two teams we are looking out for. But ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to look out for the very first match for the day. It is day 2 for group 1, and it is World Esports Cup, as you're very well aware about it. And it is going to be map number 1. Cape Town will be the highest
for
resource
the
loot
day
zone.
two.
Yeah, for day 2, map number 7, and it is going to be Cape Town. Early clash landings are already here.
Yeah, but at the same time, as we were predicting it, there's going to be a skirmish between the two teams, Team 9 and Team 10 at this point of time. And I would love to see which is that one team which will be taking it. It's XENON Esports taking on the side of New Era. And both of these teams are wanting those kill points within themselves, because New Era will be wanting to climb up the ladder as well. On the other side, we're still able to see that the southern side of the map seems to be abandoned by most of this team. STX on the other side, all four men trying to distribute themselves equally among Rimnam village. But at the same time, even though we have lot of teams coming in, we have 12 teams, it looks like there are not much teams in the picture, because everybody are wanting to stick together. The cluster is going to remain strong. They do not want to leave or leave behind any player, or probably abandon him at any given point in the game, and that could be a point of advantage for any given team as they're going to stick together.
Absolutely. They need to make sure they stick together. Once they go into split, I think they might end up losing a player. Cape Town, a very usual drop for Indian teams. But for Pakistan, we have seen they either go to Bhima Sakti Strip or the Peak. Now, they are also trying to settle up with with the future tournament procedures, because they very well know whom they have to compete with. They need to have a switch of plan, switch of play set, but no early casualties. And this is not exactly what I was expecting coming in from Pakistan chapter. As you very well know, they play for kills and still going passive. It is already 2 minutes on the clock. Each and every player is looking forward to for the choice of weaponaries, and it is a good way of getting accumulating best of the loot, or you call it farming. They go for farming and reap whatever you want to, whatever you are best at, and then pick up a battle, which at the end of the day concludes to winning the battle without losing any player. So this is exactly the situation right now. And if we talk about Team New Era, well, definitely they need to create something new, because I think they are underperforming compared to what they did during the qualification processes. And if they are not able to do it during the league stages, they might not end up qualifying. And on the grounds of Rimnam Village, we did spot one team, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Guardians. Now once again, the Guardians switching their play zone. Why is it happening, Arka? Do you see the meta shift coming in into the Pakistan chapter? Everybody wants to go passive, everybody wants to go slow, everybody wants to play with patience.
Yeah, I do believe that there's not going to be much of a shift, but at the same time, we can see that the assaulters of every team is still sticking on to that very point of going in and trying to get some early frags for themselves. Let's look at the side of XENON over here. We can see that there's one player, pretty much he knows that he's the banded player. He doesn't have any kind of backup at this point of time, but still was looking forward to go towards the side of XENON Esports. I'm so sorry, it was New Era, player of New Era, who's wanting to do that, but at the same time, it's going to be Flicky who wants to go in and challenge the teams head on. At the same time, right now is that hand cannon, and this is what I said, right? Early or going in with a hand cannon shows what kind of an aggressive gameplay they're actually wanting to see. But on the other side, the teams on the bottom will be the teams for concern, as XENON Esports are that team at the midpoint of the table. They do want to stick on to either of these sides. We saw some grenades also being held by the side of XENON Esports, so probably there cannot be any kind of a major shift when it comes to the overall gameplay which is coming in from their side. But still, yes, everybody are actually getting scared. Probably it's the first day, first map of the day, so they want to be as safe as possible for now. But B4 versus Spy, we can see on our screens at this point of time, as one player already gets taken down. Snake Eyes perfectly aiming it out, but he's going to be traded off immediately. A grenade is also being cooked by the side of Leader. He wants to make sure that he gives the right kind of opening. There's going to be a backup coming in, and another trade comes in. Absi gets taken down, and No Mercy coming from an off angle, confirming him as well. B4 on the other side will be the losers. This is what I said. The initial people who are taking a frag will be losing the player first, and that seems to be the meta for the side of Pakistan chapter.
And over here, finally, we got to see a casualty on the fifth minute mark. And the Spy with one flag already have got an upper hand, and now going very close. Mini Uzi versus UMP. UMP was definitely going to be overpowering here. And over here, it is going to be last player, Psyche. Let's see how long is he going to survive. And he is not going to survive any furthermore. Lost one player and earned 3 kills. Well, not it ended up into a bad trade though, but still they are surviving to see another day. There's one more battle coming in from 5 Mutants, one of the most skill hungry team. Against them, it is going to be Team the Guardians, a team who did go for a safer play, but now they are into the crosshairs of 5 Mutants, and damage is coming to the point where they are exchanging. No casualties, no knocks. It is mid to long range fight. UAV above the heads of the Guardians, and ultimately, what a shot! First knock confirmed. Is it going to be a registration of kill? Grenades are being cooked by 2 players. Very well know how well the grenades are cooked, and chrono ability deployed right on time. No damage was delivered for the same, and also went back for realizing they are not ready to lose any players.
Yeah, but at the same time, the amount of grenades being carried by the side of Two-Face was really big. On that side, while it gets taken down, it's going to be a very good start for the side of 5 Mutants is what I would like to say. But look at that revival coming in as quick as possible, and a rotation already taken by the side of 5 Mutants. Five Mutants are the team who had around 2 booyahs yesterday back to back. If this they are able to secure, then it's gonna be the third booyah or the hat-trick booyah is what I would like to say. But on this side, Team TG looks more promising than ever. They exactly know what kind of ulti to be used. But at the same time, Five Mutants, what a comeback from their side. Two faces shouldn't go down. It's gonna be Sajid to get taken on. Ashu will be the last man standing. He has a lot of job in his hand. He has to revive the teammates as well as going and take down players. Saif on the other side is looking forward for him. He comes into his crosshairs and MP5 versus the side UMP is what we'll be seeing. MP5 seems to be dominating at this point of time. The last man standing for the side of Mutants can pick up a player and then go in and take out the complete squad of Team TG on the other side. It looks like the story is not going good for the side of AL as well, as DP is dominating, got one frag on their name. The second one also gets taken down. Cartoon Network is coming to the picture, cleared off the side of Five Mutants. This story is not going to end, as everywhere we can see that there are some skirmishes going on.
There are various skirmishes going on at various parts of the map of Bermuda. On the Mars Electric itself, we can see Angry Lords are again losing players one by one. And over here, Demon's Pride are trying to confirm the last player is chasing for life. One is down on the knees. They are not waiting for the confirmation. They are wanting Mazhar to get confirmed or to automatically confirm or register the point for themselves. On the grounds of Riverside, we can see Team Spyware here. They picked up the battle. They confirmed 3 kills on the course. They lost one player. Mazhar is chasing for the life, showing his back, and chasing for life is equal to getting eliminated, but he has got a little bit of tree cover for himself, and I don't think that is going to be enough to battle 4 players altogether. Zone is also closing in, so now he now not only has to pick up battle with 4 players, but also with the wrath of the zone. Glue walls have been deployed. He still have 5 glue walls to work out with. Even if he's able to get that 1 kill, and no, he wouldn't be allowed to get that 1 kill as well. Angry Lords with total of 4 frags and no loss of player are going to walk through zone towards the safe zone, and on the grounds of Observatory, which is no more part of a circle, it is going to be Team A, where they are going to move towards the center of the circle.
And a northern shift coming in from the side of the circle. So the story is going to be different. Look at that. Kathulistiva, Bhima Sakti Strip and Plantation. These are the major hotspots for the side of Nepal, and the Indian chapter seems to be abandoned by them. And slow rotation coming in from the side of Team TA is where they'll be holding it up for now. And at the same time, you know, Team Alphas are also one of those teams who are at the 6th to 7th position. So they'll be wanting to make some really good points in this game. 48 points is where they're standing. In case they have to come to the 3rd position, they'll need around 20 points for themselves. So I do believe that they have got a very good opportunity, but they need some trades in their name. They need some frags or kills in their name. But there are some drops also being summoned from the side of Spy after losing 1 player. It's going to be very hard for these 3 players to actually go in, but they've got a very good momentum, right? So they've already got into a fight, so they really know how to place their crosshairs in case it was not working out. At the end of the day, warming up is going to be the most important thing for any of these teams.
Absolutely, and I think they had a very good warm up, very good start, except for Team 5 Mutants. They are decimated. Demon's Pride is still surviving strongly, and they are going for the tuk and the rotations. They are going to reach the zone very safely and steadily, without a doubt. But using up all the resources by the time they enter the circle is equal to not having anything at the time of picking up fight. Now, this rotation can be risky, can also cost them getting eliminated very, very early, because we are only 10 minutes down the clock, still 9 more minutes to go, 4 more circles to be created through the factory side, and maybe they're using main gate to enter the circle. And on the grounds of Keratin, we can see Team NE have not indulged into any fight. And if we talk about Team XENON, we have been spotting them from the start, sharing the grounds from the start. They are going for the safer play, and they've also got the privacy created for themselves. They have a small shack to accum, and 4 players within the shack. Few grenades might do the deal, but for now they are safe for sure. On the grounds of Catalystiva, it is going to be Team Alpha making a move as well. They are within the warehouses and then moving towards chimney. Well, a rotation is very important, and I think they are going very strong as well, except for now UAV above 2 teams.
Yep. Let's see how things will turn out, as the UAV is not gonna the revelation of the positions is not gonna matter much, right? The second zone, and we just have 8 teams left at this point of time. And look at what's happening over there. STX is getting eliminated as well. 1 player got eliminated just now, probably was AFK or something like that, but still, Cartoon Network on the other side, what a backstab coming in from their side. They took down the complete squad. They've taken down 2 squads, to be specific. One is going to be 5 Mutants, and the other one is going to be Team DP. So they have done the job. They know that now the teams on the top are eliminated, so it's going to be easier for us to play for placement points and slowly come in. On the other side, Team XENON is going to use their snipers as much as possible against the side of Team FF. Let's see whether this love story is going to be something different, or it's going to be another third party coming in, or a three-way love story is going to secure both of these teams to go in a very bad ending.
Well, who is going to have a good ending? We will have to wait for that. And UAV is still above their heads. Locations are revealed. Firing shots are also being exchanged. For now, it is going to be precise K9 shots coming in from Moyes, and we have seen him crash the head, slam the head with the perfect crisp shot with the split of 50-50. We can also spot Team Cartoon Network. They're doing very good work. And talking about circle, it does include a little bit part of the dam side and near to the river side as well. So Ridge is going to play a massive role. Talking about Ridge, we can see Bike riding on Ridge coming in from Team Demon's Pride here. 4 frags already. Going to end up into the faces of a Team New Era. Now that sounds risky. 1v4 is never so easy and not a doable task. Spotted flawlessly. And are they going for the melee finisher? No, there's a team support from attack. One player is down on the knees already, and the player chasing open into the ground with Bike. He is all safe, and it is going to be grenade of Godzilla. Going to take down one more player. What a rush! One grenade, one MP5, and a decimation of Team New Era. Perfect set of execution. It was a distraction. Taking a Bike there was just nothing but a distraction to get those 4 players busy to get that 1 point. And how nicely other 3 players through AC-80, through grenades and MP5 just pushed it in and eliminated an entire squad of New Era who had an upper hand of hard compound.
Yeah, but at the same time, what a gameplay over there. I really like the confidence of the assaulter coming in over there. Like Godzilla literally roaring his way inside. He knew that, one slash is more than enough with those small hands to actually go in and take them out. In case that was not going to work out, he had a bigger tail to work things out as well. What a gameplay from him. Really impressed by the kind of frags he's attained in this game. He went in, he knew that the grenade had done the damage, and then he was like, I know that a revival might be coming in because the other players are actually concentrating on the other side. He eventually went in, took a player down, then did not fall back, went in all out brawl. He knew that they're taken off the head of the team, and then they're like, let's go in and take them out. FF on the other side, they're trying to taunt the side of Spyware at this point of time. They've got one player down. The confirmation might be coming in any second, and look at the late rotation coming in, or the late arrival coming in from the side of Spy is going to make sure that they lose a player. And now FF is going to push as much as possible. Let's see whether 5 FABs will be actually securing their first booyah in this game.
Let's see if they are able to or not. For now, it is going to be Mr. Ro who was able to get the knock, but immediately gets traded down. No Mercy will be the last man standing. How long will he survive shall be the question. Revival will come in handy. Glue wall has been deployed, but a push is coming in. Roman, well, definitely Rome was not built in a day, but Roman is trying to build everything for himself in just fraction of seconds, and 3 frags already. No loss of player. It is 5 FABs who were supposedly to be gate kept, but ultimately they were able to push it so strongly. And talking about a push over here, Demon's Pride once again going crazy in terms of securing kill points, and a grenade from Ali. Ali has been the perfect grenadier for the team, and Team Alpha, Fan is down on the knees. Reviving him is going to be Courts, and Team DP is struggling. The zone rotations that we talked about, and this is something that Demon's Pride has been struggling since yesterday until today.
Yeah, but at the same time, what a grenade coming in from the other side. They've taken players down. DP on the other side, 10 frags for themselves. There's still 5 more teams alive. 18 more to be specific, the number of men standing. So they will be looking forward to collect more in the name. But Cartoon Network coming in, I think that's the perfect kind of gameplay coming in for any team. 4 frags in the beginning, then play for placement points. DP on the other side, even though they've lost a player, they're still not stopping because Godzilla is leading them from the front. He was pretty much in the crosshairs of Hamza in between, but his bullets, even though he's burning resources, is actually keeping the attention of the side of Team TA in front of him. Hamza does get a little bit of a damage over there. It's not going to restrict him from changing his position. Godzilla on the other side, if he gets a backstab at this point of time, which is highly impossible obviously because of the zone covering up, both of these teams have to make it inside the circle. Team TA on the other side, they're trying to throw as much grenades as possible, trying to restrict the side of Team DP so that they can take a different rotation. And it looks like they've chosen to go in for a different rotation, and one player already inside the circle could be the key player to take down the complete squad of Team T as they're making inside the circle, and that's going to be wrapped up.
Let's see what happens. And if we have a look at a circle, we are seeing all the teams are on the edge of the circle except one team, which is five Fabs, who are into the dead center of the circle. With that center, they are also being the center of attraction where they might struggle. Players are falling like fleas,
Godzilla.
1v1 by one. And over here, Team DP, Demon's Pride have decimated Team Alpha. And if you have a look at Team Xeno, no kills whatsoever, but they have managed to survive until top four. Two players only surviving. Mo is trying to rush it in, and Raja wants to make sure that Raptor survives to see another day. Saving members is equal to a step closer towards a Booyah. And talking about Cartoon Network, 6 frags already, distance battle, and the disadvantage of lower ground falls into the hands of Team Cartoon Network. Picking up frags this way is never going to be easy, and it might be a little easier for Team 5 Fabs. They have got the advantage of height. They've got two members alive, though not very close to Booyah, but a perfect opportunity to at least reach into top two. And if you have a look at Team XENON Esports, they are outside the circle trying to make a move, and on the
Oh.
court, again, what a crisp shot, is able to take down Alpha with ACAT shot connection and
Oh,
no leading
nice.
confirmation.
Yeah, but at the same time, the vehicle is also doing a lot of damage for the side of CN. DP have done the damage for them, especially King is going to be cooking that grenade. Let's see how things are going to be. Hand cannon is what is being used as a defensive gameplay for now. Xenon's on the other side from the top is doing the damage possible. They'll be slowly making it inside the circle as well. Team DP knows everything happening over here. King's grenade is going to fly in pretty much close to Godzilla, not doing the right kind of damage for him. Cartoon Network, one last player standing is going to be King, who does know how to play this game. He has done a lot of damage for Godzilla, puts him down as well. ACAT doing the job. He's not got any kind of throwables in his name. That is gonna just restrict him from waiting that Xenons is gonna come in and end the story for the side of DP. This is gonna be a very different story just in case Cartoon Network is gonna take the Booyah in their name. Let's see how things will be as Kings have realized that Raja will be the last man standing. It's gonna be a 1v2 situation at this point of time. Mizo is gonna try to push in. He's got a grenade in his hand. If he puts it in good use, that is gonna be the beginning which they'll be required. But on the other side, it's going to be the stun which is going to restrict their eyes for a brief period of time. King has already changed his location, got a bit more closer. Umer doesn't see this happen. It's going to be a backstab. Obviously, a failed backstab coming in. King has got that M18 working out in his name. The last man stand is going to be Umer. Lands it perfectly, or else King could have got that kill in his name. Sorry for the long throw which I had held up over there, Tanya. I just couldn't hold it as much as because the fight was going so intense. But at the same time, what a gameplay coming in from the side of Xenon. A very well-deserved booyah for them.
Absolutely, 7 frags and a Booyah. A good start for the day, and let's hope they are able to continue. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a team who is already into top 6, and they are trying to solidify their position, climb up, because they were able to take down Cartoon Network, and it is a tough competition with only 1 point of buffer. So I think this sort of a play is going to deliver them much more than only point. So already the start for Zen and Esports is very, very strong, and if they are able to continue, they might give tough competition, because buffer from position 1 until 6 is not massive. It is 30 points buffer, where the top teams, if at all they get eliminated early on, they can, the bottom teams have definitely got an opportunity to climb up. So this is exactly what I'm waiting out for. I want to see surprises.
Yeah, but at the same time, we are going to be surprised because most of the teams, at least 2-3 teams, had more than 6 frags in their name, right? The position points was also, in a very good way for these teams. There will be a very minute difference. Probably 5 Mutants would be pulled down. Demon's Pride played really well. STX might be pulled down at this point of time. So let's see, with two teams, getting dragged down, giving an opportunity for teams like 5 Fabs or probably Team Alpha to slowly climb up the ladder. I don't think there's going to be much of difference. But yeah, the difference is going to, the damage will be done against two teams, 5 Mutants as well as STX Esports.
And talking about Demon's Pride and 5 Mutants, Demon's Pride was the team to procure 11 to 12 kills. And you know what the buffer point between
Yeah.
5 Mutants and Demon's Pride was? It was 11 points, and 5 Mutants were not able to perform so strongly as they usually do. They started very strong, but ultimately were taken down by Team Cartoon Network. So I think Demon's Pride is definitely chasing for the position 1, and this is exactly what you have to do. It's okay if you are here for qualifying, climbing up to top 5, top 6, but when you get the opportunity, you want to knock it at number 1, nail yourself stronger, so to create a threat for the future tournaments, or maybe for the future league stages during the World Esports Cup. And that is what Demon's Pride is up to.
Yep, completely, absolutely, agreed on this point as well. But we'll be looking at the scorecard where it's going to be team on the top, Demon's Pride, even though they went down at an early point. This is how kill points is going to help you out. 20 points coming in from their side. XENON Esports with 19 points, securing that booyah. What a gameplay coming in from their side. 7 frags is what they could confirm. Cartoon Network is right behind them, where we thought that this is one of those teams who could actually come in and secure the booyah for themselves. It was one last man king fighting it out. 7 frags for them as well. FAB5 with 7 frags, 14 points for them. So from then on, the frags is going to be depleting as well as the rank points, I would like to say, because Team Alpha with just 3 frags, Spyware with 3. On the top only, over here, we're able to see 27, 37, 39, around 40 kills are there by the top 6 teams, right? So the teams on the bottom would have gone down without any kind of frags in the name, or probably 1 or 2. So that comes up to say the differences is not going to matter much for the teams on the bottom, but the teams on the top have done a really amazing job.
Well, I really don't know about the frags, but I would definitely appreciate your mathematics skill. The way in a blink of eye you were able to calculate. But and yes, there's nothing left for the bottom half of the leaderboard. They don't have more than 6 kills, or maybe somewhere nearby. So they are going to fight for the placement points. And if this is how the top 6 teams are going to battle, I don't think there's anything left for scavenging for teams into the bottom half. STX went empty-handed in terms of getting no kills whatsoever, and Team 5 Mutants getting decimated by with only 2 kills, and your counting was on point. Only 5 kills are left for the bottom half. I really don't know how you are able to do that. So a blink of a quick math, but certainly your math was on point.
Yep. Sometimes when you have everything going your way, everything is going to be on point. It was a very different story when it comes to the English sector, English chapter and the Nepali chapter. And let's not forget that the Nepal chapter is still going to be coming in next, and that's going to have a very different point. Yes, as predictions are coming out true, we can see that STX and 5 Mutants, the teams on the top, were actually targeted, to be specific, in this game. New Era on the other side was the team which performed really well in the first 3 maps. Then after that, they're still not able to gain any kind of momentum. The Guardians were the team who went an all-out brawl yesterday, got around 20-25 points in one of those games. Then after that, the restriction coming in from the opponents is going to stop them from 2 points in this game as well. And those 2 are just going to be kill points. That comes up to say they went down in the 11th and the 12th position with bottom 4. Good to see that nobody's going with number zeros, but at the same time, the overall points table is going to predict a lot more, and I'm wanting to see those things.
Absolutely. And as you said, the top teams are targeted. We can see STX, 5 Mutants, and Team TG. These are the 3 teams coming in from top 6 who are going either with no placement points or with few frags into their name. And I think that is not sufficient enough for the day, because they are just 1
Yep.
match down, 5 more to follow. They need to make sure the consistency to flow flawlessly. Let's hope that the teams who are taken down early on, they are able to retaliate the same way they have been taken down. I did find Demon's Pride's rotation a little weak. Otherwise, they not only with in terms of 12 kills, they would have also got 12 booyah points for themselves. The biggest rotation possible is equal to ending up wasting out all your resources. They might be wanting to enter the circle quite safe, but then it was all sorries, nothing safe for them. They were gate kept and they were taken down while they were making a move towards not only safe circle but towards the circle.
Yeah, but one lurker for me for the side of Cartoon Network, the King, right? In the final
Hmm.
circle, I really like the way he used his resource, because he had a stun grenade to work out for. He knew all his throwables was empty. He put that stun grenade, blinded the enemy's eyes, and eventually using that camouflage, he went to an off angle where, in case he had a Max 7 rather than an M18 in the final circle, probably he could have connected those shots. But at the same time, he was a little late, is what I would like to say, because the enemies were actually looking at the glue wall which is in front of them, thinking that actually the enemy is right behind that, trying to concentrate their firepower over there. But rather, he was lurking around. He was right behind the enemy's back. It would have been much more easier for him to actually use that doubt, take those 2 enemies down, and getting those booyah in a very, very stylish way. But still, he did an amazing job carrying the team so far. For now, we'll be wanting to see what's going to happen in the map of Purgatory, where the stories are going to be different. You said that in the previous game it's going to be 5 Mutants who could have been dominating, where even I felt that they could be the team, but they got restricted in a very bad way. Whereas in the second game, do you still think that they can come back, because right now they are the wounded lion?
Yeah, definitely. We can expect five mutants and Demon Sprite. These were the two names that I was talking about. Demon Sprite, definitely they are on number one. But talking about five mutants, oh well, I don't think they for the first three matches that they are just going very slow, and then they are changing the playoff pattern, going aggressive into the next half of the day. So maybe today we can expect the repetition as well coming in from five mutants. But talking about the map of Purgatory Arca, I think Brasilia will be the hot drop right now. The way the players are trying to play, not picking up fights, all they want to do is go safe, survive until the first or second circle, and then pick the longest route available into their way to enter the circle. So I think this time around each and every team has got the same potential of thoughts, so this might not
Yeah.
end up exactly how they are trying to, and some early casualties might be spotted on the grounds of Brasilia. If not Brasilia, Ski Lodge for sure. These are the two spots where I feel first blood might
Exactly.
be drawn.
Yeah, completely agreed on the point that Ski Lodge could be one of those places. But somewhere I feel the southern part of the map is where, we can expect a lot of teams to fight it out. The flight path seems to be going right to the center of the map. In case it has, then giving an opportunity for everywhere not to challenge one another. Moat House is where the blue zone is going to be. So it looks like the flight path, yes, it's going right to the center of the map, giving an opportunity for the team choosing to go to Moat House to have the highest number of firepower. On the southern side is where we are able to see that XENON is getting in close proximity with the side of Team AL, so that early skirmish prediction can actually come in true over there. Spywares are also wanting to go towards the side of Lumbermill, and we can see that with Team AL is going to be another team, and the fight has already started over here, as we can see that the shot's been taken from the side of AL, but not able to put down any player as the crosshair is not working out in their favor. Team AL on the other side have started to lose players. There's going to be Bablu with that Max 7 able to take players down with that deadly Famos. Can a damage come in? Can a deadly damage come in? Yes, it can, as Samad is going to put down Flicky. In case he confirms him, then a good trade will start off, as AL has started to lose players. He's got the limited number of bullets. He knows how to use it at this point of time. AL not in a very good spot, as Bablu has got more frags in his name. One last player is what I thought, but he's also being put to a shutdown. AL, even though they landed first on the ground, did not land at the right spot. Will be losing players. B4 on the other side has started to assault the side of AL, and this comes up to say that the skirmishes on the side of Central is going to end up in the name of NE.
And a good start for Team NE right now. New Era definitely are trying to start some new era for themselves. They are trying to level up. They are trying to bounce up in terms of leaderboard, maybe climb up towards top six of the leaderboard. But for now, Team New Era will have an entire central loot for themselves on the southern island. Talking about Ski Lodge, we have a team there as well. And on the grounds of field, we have got the Guardians, a team who underperformed in previous map. This time, they might want to go passive, and look at the split ratio they are following, all four players in different direction, and this is way too risky according to the discussion of the map of Purgatory, where you don't have much of hard compounds to work out with, and into the early stages you don't even have that amount of blue walls. On the grounds of Forge, we have got Team Cartoon Network and the player King as well, and I like the execution of plans. They use bike in terms of distracting the opponent team, then three players rush together and decimate their entire existence. So I think they are having very good sort of plans, and also not only plans, they are able to execute it very very nicely. Now they are sharing it is going to be Team Xenon, who also performed very very well, also procured the booyah. They are sharing the grounds with Team Spy. On the grounds of Marble Work, we can see Team Bottom 4, the team to end up with 1 point, and literally they were on the rock bottom of the leaderboard. So they are playing by their name, but they need to change something. They don't need to play by their name, they need to make it top 4 for sure. And if you have a look at Lumber Mill right now, McLaren has been used here, and the cars are being split here and there. Again, water split spotted. If you have a look at the Eagle view, we can clearly see that Zalim is into the warehouse, and if you have a look at Xenon, they are stacked up. Let's see how everything is going to end up to. The split is not so good right now. It is going to be 1 versus 1, and Zen Criminal is trying to race into, no, he is trying to reunite with his teammate, and this is exactly what you have to do. Let's see what comes next here, because it is going to be a safer approach, a passive approach, a play of patience. The map of purgatory is turning into the map of patience right now. Each and every team wants to survive. Each and every team wants that single standing point extra, because that is today, it's the last day to move towards the next stages. So each match is going to get counted, and what is counted more is, look at the circle, such another circle it
Oh.
is.
Yeah, very much a top corner circle. We are able to see that it's a northwestern circle, to be specific, with just four teams in the name. Just imagine FF landed into the blue zone alone, and they were thinking that, probably they were thinking that the zone might not come into their favor, but it looks like they're gonna be very much blessed, not only with the loot, but also an independence to take a rotation from the northern side as well. As we look at them, they're going to be loaded up, as for what I would like to say. XM8, according to me, is one of those guns you would want to have in this map, because less recoil is going to be in your favor, but at the same time, that long range bullets, it's still going to do the right kind of damage. We can see that the zip lines are also being used from the side of Motows, which is going to be a huge advantage for them. On the other side, we're able to see that the teams which have to take a longer rotation have already relied on vehicles. They want to come in, they want to make sure that they reach into the circle as soon as possible. If not, the kind of gatekeeping they could deal with towards the side of golf course is going to be pretty bad, is what I would like to say.
Yeah, indeed, it is pretty bad. And let's see if this sort of a circle is going to end up into any favoring situation for any of the teams, because it includes of two islands as well as lots of water routes where nobody can stand except for if you hold a small wooden house near to the dockyards. For now, it is going to be Team Spy versus Zenin. We did see a split from Spy, but realizing the battle is coming closer, the teams reunited. Look at the stack coming in from Team Zenin. 3 is to 1 is the ratio. Umair being quite far away, being the sniper for the team, he might give a good support, good cover, inclusive 4 versus 4 long distance battle are taken by far, but I think a close call shall be coming in real soon. They are trying to get one pick. Once they are able to get that single pick, I can bet all everything available here that they are going to just push in, they are going to rush in and try to accumulate those 4 kills. Zen in the team with Booyah, and I think they had 7 frags. They want to make sure they continue to do so, but it is going to be
Oh.
Team Spy who takes down Umer, and also no delay in confirmation. Spy is having man-to-man advantage here. 4 versus 3 is the situation.
Yeah, but at the same time, I really like Zalimka using that camouflage. On the other side, we are able to see that there's more fights happening. Zenon losing another player. It's going to be Moise on the other side with that MP5. He's going to push in as much as possible, but an M10 is going to restrict him. Criminal is going to put him down, confirm him as well. Zalim on the other side will have to run away from that spot. Spy has also got a very good trade against themselves. There's going to be a third kill coming in their name as well, but Criminal is going to be the last man standing. He's got a melee to work out for and a small window to escape from that spot, but he's going to be put in, he's going to be restricted and said goodbye over there. At that point of time, we are able to see that B4 on the other corner is decimated the side of AI, if I'm not wrong. But Spyware, what a gameplay coming in from their side. 5 mutants, change of plan B working it out in their favor. They're going in slow, and then they want to come into the come into any kind of fights. For now, they're relying on rank points. Seems to be working out in their favor. Team DP on the other side going all out brawl against the side of Cartoon Network, taking one player down. The second one in their process could be ending his life any second soon, is what I feel.
Absolutely, and the way you mentioned it, and during the previous map, that the teams on the top are targeted. I think it was on the grounds of Lumber Mill. The team Zenon was definitely not able to execute or eliminate the opponents and getting taken down by Team Spy. If you have a look at Team Demon's Pride right now, this time they're not going for the longest rotation, and also the fear of getting eliminated early. Indeed, they are sharing the grounds with Cartoon Network, and over here, what is exactly happening is the teams those were spotted into the top 5 in previous matches are being taken down one by one, and I really don't appreciate trying to accumulate this Heavens compound on the grounds of on the northern side of the Brasilia. This is one of the riskiest compound to hold on to before the third circle, and I find it a curse whenever any player before the third circle tries to get the control over this compound, gets nothing but elimination. But on the grounds of Quarry, we can see it is going to be Team New Era taking for the longest route once again. New Era starting strong, but then Zone is going to take away all their resources, and that is last thing that shall be done. But I really don't understand the meta shift of Pakistan play. They are literally changing everything. They all the teams are going for plan B now. That is what is creating chaos here, when each and every team wants wants to go for the play of patience, you are going to cross the path with one or the other team, and on the court, circle is also going to take a shift. I think it is again going to have a mix of Western as well as mainland.
Yeah, but at the same time, look at that. Cartoon Network is left out with one last player. Again, it's going to be King trying to survive. He's the last ray of hope yet again, is what I would like to say from the side of Cartoon Network. On the other side, towards the side of DP, they are trying to go outside the circle, but then, come into a rotation towards the side of Moat House, is what I believe that they're trying to do. But it's becoming hard for them to decide what to do, because ultimately they realize that they do not have any kind of resources where they can go in, heal themselves up in case they get taken down. On the other side, it's going to be a circle which is going to be shifting to the complete western side, allowing only team STX to actually be having the favorable part of the circle. But at the same time, team FF Fab fight today seems to be, things can be working out for them for now, because they are holding such positions inside the circle right to the center, and still not getting any kind of skirmishes can actually bless them with a lot of rank points. All these things said and done, NE slow into the circle. They will be looking forward to get more kill points and rank points for themselves. They've got a very good start, to be specific, even though they've lost a player. But 5 mutants waiting to see when they'll go all out brawl against the other teams.
And let's see when are they planning to. For now, I like how New Era has made a move. They have come within the circle, and talking about 5 mutants, they're all stacked up in the sniper tower with the split of 50-50. Now that is a little risky. And talking about team STX, they are also playing with the split of 50-50, and I don't think if New Era is aware about it, and the car getting attacked. And lucky for Sherry, wasn't taken down easily, wasn't knocked down easily, because vehicle blast could have been devastating for him. The revival might have come, but it is never too easy to survive after the car blast, because you lose a lot of HP. Sherry right now is trying to window peek and also try to get that pixel view through the crosshair of AC-80. And AC-80 is one of the key weapons that not only Pakistan chapter but also Nepal chapter, Indian chapter, everyone has got the mastery here to pick up fights into the mid to average long range battles. And this is exactly what is happening. Talking about circle, the prediction did went as predicted. The circle is a cuming of both mainland as well as Western Island, and now water
Yep.
routes inclusive, bridge inclusive. If it all, the circle is brutal. We cannot deny with the matter of fact, the circle is the biggest villain here, murderous villain here. Rather, teams fighting against each
Very
other.
much.
We can expect the players getting eliminated through the course of water routes. And look at the vehicle coming in from Spy. This is a risky move coming in. Ali, the grenade man with AC-80 is something last thing that I would have wanted to see.
Yeah, but at the same time, they don't realize that there's a team right above them. They've got a lot of shots in the name. Ali's one grenade is more than enough to actually restrict them. I really don't know why Ali is not wanting to do that. Hamza on the other side trying to be the, probably the healer for the team. Hamza gets taken down. What a shot coming in over there. I did not expect, for them to get pierced. I think it's through that small hole of that sniper tower. Actually, he got tagged and got taken on from the side of Sherry. Hopefully, that is what has happened for now. On the other side, it's going to be Spy trying to push in against the side of STX, where STX actually had a huge advantage of taking these players down, but eventually it was the other story. It was the other story being told by the side of Spy. For now, they're going to be cooking up some grenades in case they have one. It looks like Zalim has one. Thrown over there, taking down Ali is what I would like to say. The confirmation might be coming in with no more grenades left out. Zalim's one last grenade can do a lot of damage with the camouflage trying to push in into the crosshairs. Oh, he escapes that, puts one man down. Ali will be the last man standing over there inside the sniper tower. It looks like Eni is also trying to do some tag from far away, but let's see how things will turn out for the side of SDX. As we can see that one more player seems to be standing up. Spy, this small compound is, seems to be so fatal at this point of time. One more player gets taken down. Spy is left out with Zalim, the last man standing. He's been restricted because of the glue wall, and everything seems to be going in the favor of STX.
And now the sniper tower is turning the war zone. 4 versus 4 was the situation. 4 players from 2 different teams are holding the sniper tower, and I don't know since how long are they holding into. STX are hiding themselves. Team Spy is getting shaky this time. No mercy down on the knees with only 1 player remaining. Blue wall is definitely bisecting the sniper tower into split of 50-50, and they're sharing the ground for way too long. Nobody is getting decimated, but ultimately now it is Usama who is taken down. Zalim is also taken down. Ali is also down on the knees. but ultimately team support comes right on time. Hamza and captain wants to make sure that they go ahead towards the next sniper tower, save both the teammates. A very good team supportive play spotted here. Ali did taste his own medicine, and if we talk about the medicine, he was taken down by grenades various times, and over here plasma gun is being used to confirm the knocks here through the other side of the riverbank. And now if we have a look at circle, it still includes a little bit part of the western island and a massive part of mainland. With bridge inclusive, rotation shall not be the cause of concern for team New Era.
Yeah, but New Era's concern is going to be that there shouldn't be any kind of bullet tagging this car, because one or two more is more than enough for them to get blasted off. But on the other side, somehow at the nth moment, he jumps off, makes himself safe and secure. Sharky is going to put up an ice grenade restricting the movements of the player so that he can take a rotation. A good call coming in from their side. Team DG versus B4. This is not the first time we are seeing these two play it out with one another. We can see that, one player gets taken down because of the grenade, and a confirmation also comes in. It's going to be Kutua who's still doing the damage for the team. But STX, even though they had an advantage in the beginning, the rotation could be helping them out, but they did not choose for an early rotation, due to which Roman, the only man for the side of FABS who's actually doing the heavy lifting, has got 4 frags in his name. But on the other side, Team TG is trying to push in, and look at the confidence coming in from the single man. He goes in, he knows his grenades are connecting, crosshairs are connecting, his jiggles are so strong that he's able to secure 2 frags in his name.
2 frags confirmed, many more to follow. Circle still inclusive a massive part of water route. Now that is something risky for no other team but Team STX Esports, and all other teams are on the other side of the riverbank, so it is not a cause of concern. One sniper tower and a bridge to make a move. Even if they plan to make a move right now, they might get decimated by only one team, but total of 4 teams. Star Black spotted here by Simple's Groza spray. It is not going to deliver the damage that at least he was attempting to deliver. If you have a look at Quetta, he has got a very good position. He has got the upper ground, he has got the cover of the rock where he might be able to get the knock, and over here the grenades are flowing here and there, and ultimately one player taken down by DP's Raptor. No delay in confirmation. DP versus TG. That is going to be Demon Sprite versus the Guardians here. One player already taken down, 5 frags already. Definitely Demon Sprite changing the play pattern is working into the favor. Same goes for 5 Mutants. This time again they've got no frags, but 3 players are still surviving. Sardarji down on the knees. There's no case that he might be revived. He's going to bleed to death with the zone, and one more player trying to make a move is taken down by Charges from Team 5 Mutants. With that, 5 Mutants have procured 2 frags for themselves and 3-man roster alive.
Yeah, but at the same time, Simple is going to cook a grenade, which will be the most crucial one for them. But on the other side, the dodge comes in perfectly. Godzilla still alive with Raja. Godzilla cooking up a grenade yet again. Can this grenade connect? And Simple's grenade gets connected, puts down a player, and let's see how well things are going to turn out for them, as Omega is bleeding out on his knees at this point of time. DP on the other side, we can see Godzilla has still got 4 grenades in his name. He's cooked another one. He's not going to do the damage because the Chrono Shield is going to restrict them. But that Chrono Shield is not going to stop another grenade from falling into the right spot. Omega yet again gets taken down. Godzilla trying to push in, and look at what he's doing at this point of time. He's going to stack up loot because he knows that the enemy's vision towards him is restricted at this point of time. It looks like DP is having a divided attention. Could be the beginning of the end for them, but Raptor has a different story to say. He pushes in, takes down 2 more frags in his name, a total of 4 for him. Godzilla on the other side stacking up for the final circle is what I would like to say. Nobody wants to come to the center of the circle right now apart from Team FF. Roman, 5 frags in his name. He's got vision of all the teams in front of him. One player gets taken on. He might be busy picking them up. On the other side, DP Raptor comes in a bit more closer. DP at this point of time have a very, very good angle. They can see the side of Team STX in front of them. One last man is what I would like to say. DP's Raptor has a lot of job to do. He puts 1 player down. He's going to be confirming another, if I'm not wrong, because the next circle is going to make sure that DP is going to pay the price. STX Umesh is going to make him pay. Two-Face from the side of 5 Mutants on the other side has taken the fight against the enemies. 5 Mutants on the verge of taking the booyah.
Shut down.
And over here, Team STX to go as passive as possible until the final circle, being on the other side of the water routes, now finally using the bridge, crossing the bridge, and also decimating opponents. 4 frags already. 5 FABs, the last man remaining, self-eliminates himself. That is going to be 5 Mutants versus Team STX. 2 versus 3 grenades coming in from Two-Face. Will he be able to connect? He did deliver a little bit of damage, but I don't think there's going to be enough to confirm the knock. And over here, Zone is being the ultimate villain once again. And Usman gets confirmed. Sergeant down on on the knees. It's going to be a heal battle, sure, and they don't have any health kits to work out with, and that is the last thing that they would have wanted. Captain healing himself, heal battles right in front of us, and 5 mutants gets eliminated, and captains surviving, healing for as long as possible takes away the second booyah of the map of purgatory into their favor. Definitely, this is what exactly Arka we were asking them for, asking Team STX to deliver just like yesterday, to start strong, and they were able to deliver.
Yeah, but at the same time, I would like to say somewhere I feel that 5 mutants had that game, right? So there were 5 to 6 grenades still in the hands of Two Face, and we all know that Two Face is one player who has that opportunity, who has the chance of taking people down with the grenades. It's just that he did not have the right kind of distance with that enemy. At the same time, Two Face at one point of time, even though he had one glue wall to cover himself, he thought that there are no more glue walls, and that actually restricted him from getting inside the circle, because there were several glue walls in his path which actually had to stop him from making it inside the circle. Because in case he had made it inside the circle a little more earlier, with that grenade could have decimated 1 or 2 players. STX on the other side, they had dealt a lot of damage because of Raptor, right? So they couldn't heal themselves up, apart from one medic who had that healing rifle. He did the right thing. He actually healed up his teammate while going down, giving a little bit of an opportunity for his teammate to go in for a heal battle. A very, very good gameplay coming over there. As you had speculated that the zone can fall in, it was precisely falling in that spot where Bridge was coming into the circle, the final circle. And every time, a Bridge comes into the final circle,
Yeah.
each team is going to be challenged to their fullest potential. And the best of those teams can only go in to secure the booyah in the name. And I do believe that STX is one of those teams who are capable of doing it with 5 mutants. Yet again, speculations coming true. The pro teams are actually showing it how to play in a pressured situation in any given point of time in the game. All these things said and done, the second booyah going inside the side towards the side of STX could be a point of concern for the side of 5 mutants, is what I would like to say, as they are coming up slowly in the ladder. But the first game has restricted them so much that now they have to outperform everybody else, just like they did yesterday, securing 2 back-to-back booyahs in the final 2 maps.
Absolutely. Are they going to do it? Because right now, what we exactly see is Team Zenon taking away the Booyah, but getting eliminated very early on into the bottom 3 4. If you have a look at the Booyah right now, Team STX, let's hope they are not targeted, they are not taken down. If you have a look at the scoreboard, now it is very competitive, very close as well. Team STX, a total of 17 points, followed by Demons Pride sharing the score with 5 mutants, 5 FABS with 14 points, New Era with 9 points, and bottom 4 with 8 points. Well, this time, this is your time once again. Arka, count it out that how many kills are going to be left for the bottom half of the leaderboard.
Yeah, 28 plus 5 is going to be 32. So 32 is going to be in front of our screens at this point of time. Yeah, 6644 is going to be 20. 28 is going to be from Demon's Pride, another 532. So yeah, 32 points over here. The rest is going to be taken by the bottom team, so they will have an average of 1 or 2 points when it comes to the bottom half of the kill points. But at the same time, the top 4 teams, look at that neck to neck battle coming in. STX with 17, Demon's Pride with 15, 5 mutants with 15, and Fab 5 with 14 points. So these are the teams who actually fought it out. They made sure that they take battles every now and then. New Era and bottom 4, even though these were the teams who were in the bottom, looks like they are also performing well. And I do believe that they have a very good opportunity to climb up the ladder. And it's going to be a very neck to neck fight when it comes to the final map, in the map of Kalahari, where most of the teams will have an opportunity to go into the top 6.
The opportunity, the door of opportunity is still open. And talking about the next half of the leaderboard, we still have a better kill points here compared to what we had into the map of Bermuda. No team once again goes empty handed. Now that is something is repetitive for sure. But there's only change at the in terms of the Guardians being still into the bottom half, unlike previous matches where we spotted Demons Pride into the bottom half, 5 mutants into the bottom half. They have upshifted, they have leveled up, and let's hope they are able to maintain the consistency. Talking about Spyware, I would appreciate the start. They initiated very strongly by taking down one of the strongest team within the lobby, and let's hope what is going to happen now.
Yeah, Team Alpha on the bottom, like three teams, like XENON Esports, after performing consistently in the previous games, is right now, not able to perform that well. So that comes up to say that Cartoon Network and XENON Esports will be those teams to watch out for. With Team Alpha, is what I would like to say. At the same time, I'm looking forward to see what are the other teams planning it out at this point of time, because we all know that the overall points table will have a very different story to say for teams like Demon's Pride, for teams like the Guardians, because these are the
Hmm.
two teams. Even though Guardians were there in the fourth position, the kind of consistency they are not able to maintain would have restricted them. Cartoon Network, Xenon Esports, the Guardians, and Team Alpha were the four teams who were at the center, who had a fighting chance against the side of Spyware, New Era, and FAB5. And it looks like the bottom half of the mid teams are actually playing well. So these teams have to watch out for what they're doing so far, and they'll have to come up with a plan B. But teams like Demon Pride and Five Mutants, even though they're getting taken down, they put a really good score, and they're maintaining an average of 5 to 6. That could help them out, is what I feel.
Thoroughly true about it. And if you have a look at the next match for the day, which is going to be Kalahari for sure. And talking about Kalahari, snipers is the key point. Sniper is the weapon that comes into my mind. North Circle is going to be any problemsome for any of the teams participating, but the snipers and the long range battle and the
Yep.
verticality inclusive. The team to decide procure the highest of the point, and now suddenly they don't have the advantage of height. And now with no more grapple guns into their pockets, this is a cause of concern when the players are falling to death. We have spotted it. We are except for Indian segment, we have spotted it in Pakistan segment as well as Nepal segment as well. So Arka, I think today if the teams are going to decide to get the highest of the grounds, get the sniper preview, take the knocks and confirmations, but then Circle goes brutal on them. Circle is the biggest vandal here, and if
Very
it
much,
is
very
going,
much.
imagine what is going to happen to the team. And I know I'm talking a little evilish, I'm talking a little devilish, but this is not me talking, this is Circle making me talk that way.
Yeah, but at the same time, sometimes teams like FAB5 can take advantage of it. They can predict the evil zone so well that they can go right to the center of it. But at the same time, I'm speaking about these snipers. One issue, what I felt for the side of Pakistan chapter, is that, they tend to move a little forward as they snipe with that AC-80 or probably M82B, right? They have this habit of going forward with their joystick, or probably coming back when they're going in for fire. And that can be a point of concern in the map of Kalahari, because they'll be on the edge of the ridge and they'll be taking fire, whereas other teams, they tend to rotate in the standing position. We have seen like teams like players like JYT from the Indian chapter. He tends to rotate, probably Radhe Thakur as well, when he's cooking or probably doing something different. He tends to rotate in that very position. Let's not forget Fauzi Ajay was one of those players. Even though he was at the corners of any ridge or probably inside a house, he used to keep rotating in a stagnant position. That practice can actually give an opportunity for the side of snipers. But for now, they have a habit of using their joystick, moving forward and backward, and at the edge of the ridge, if they're trying to do that, obviously they'll fall to their death. So it's important for them not to do that. Try to play a different kind of gameplay, not to use the joystick much. Just use your crosshairs. At the same time, have the right kind of support, so that in case at the horizon you get taken down, your teammates are already there to pick you up. Because we all know that in the Pakistan chapter, everybody wants to confirm the kill as soon as they get that knock, and that is the only way for them to be satisfied in a game.
That is perfectly said. You need to make sure about how joystick is used, but that 360 turns that they are taking helps them get the precision. Even the pixelated view of the opponent, they can make sure that they get the knock there. It is a key factor
Yep.
for every sniper to use that, but using it on height is going to be the cause of concern for sure. And at last expected, if the circle is also not favoring them, then imagine what is going to happen to them. Talking about circles,
Yeah.
if at all, if I had to predict the very first circle, I think command post is one of the key circles these days, at least with the meta refinery being negated, command post being appreciated, just like the previous days when only DJ Alok was the ability used. Over here, we can see mix of all abilities being used. We are seeing DJ Alok, we are seeing Chrono, we are seeing Wukong. So the players are also leveling up in terms of as and when what is required, they are doing. Talking about the next phase for the day, which is going to be the last match for the first segment, it is going to be the map of Kalahari.
Yeah, the ruthless map of Kalahari, the smallest map, yet it feels like the biggest map because the snipers, I don't know how this works out. I don't know how to put this. There's no metaphor for this. It's like small map and still you have to use snipers is one of those it's different thing when it comes to a map of Kalahari. But at the same time, we're able to see towards the side of Refinery is where DP is going to restrict themselves. They're going to make sure that they have the right kind of loot for themselves. Even though Maze has got the blue zone in its favor, it's going to be XENON who will be trying to push it away. On the side of Stone Ridge, again, an early conflict coming in between the side of NE as well as B4. NE and B4, it's not like it's uncommon. It's starting to be a more common than usual. At the same time, B4, they have to stack up on their loot, as Flicky on the other side has connected a grenade. He'll try to toss it, to see whether he'll get any kind of confirmation. But B4 on the other side falling back, we can see that it's a very good call coming in from the side of B4 to actually fall back from this fight. In case they take it against the side of enemy, then it could be wrong, as Flicky tries to see where the enemies are. And in case one player of any gets taken down, that is where B4 is going to change themselves.
Certainly true. And on the grounds of Stone Ridge, it is never too easy to get the casualties flawlessly. There are so many small hard compounds and so many window peaks to get those casualties plotted. And having the upper ground, Snake Eye is definitely trying to get the view, but the grenade has got a better view
Oh,
coming in from
Flicky.
Flicky. That was last expected thing, and a push as well. First blood has been drawn on the other side of the map, though Snake Eye will survive here. And now he is also trying to give, the players are definitely trying to get the revive coming in. Revive shall also come in. And to the viewers, the knock was definitely spotted on the grounds of Stone Ridge, but it is Bayfront where the first casualty was spotted coming in from Team Spy. Zalim is down on the knees coming in from Team Bottom 4, and Sardar YT will be confirmed. A new era decimated on the third battle on an entirely different set. So Kalahari is definitely being very, very aggressive here. Each and every player wants to make sure to accumulate as many kills as possible. Talking about Samad, he'll be the last man standing for Team Angry Lord.
Yeah, but at the same time, that grenade coming in over there, giving that opening, it looks like it's going to be sparse coming into play as well. So everybody wants to go in with any kind of gun given in their hand. We're able to see that Spies have down with 2 players. They're going to be coming on their feet any second soon. 5 Mutants on the other side will be the only team. This is the third consecutive time we are able to see that 5 Mutants is the only team who doesn't want to take any kind of conflicts with any team. They're going into drop locations where nobody's going to restrict them or challenge them. That comes up to say that they have done a statement so far. Not only a statement, but at the same time, they have also made sure that, they do not go in an all-out brawl, which is not necessary for them for now. So they have put some good points on the table, now playing for placement points at the nth moment. If in case they have to go all-out brawl, we know that this team is actually capable of doing it. On the other side, we are able to see that Team FF pretty much close to the side of Refinery. How well can they predict this game? How well can they again predict the zone, even though it's been ruthless on many teams?
It has been ruthless on many teams. Command post goes into the hands of team the Guardians. The Guardians are definitely underperforming for the entire set of day. They need to make sure the Quetta needs to level up himself. They've seen Quetta going very strong in terms of using grenades as well as sometimes using snipers. So maybe Quetta shall be one of the key players for this particular map of Kalahari, where he needs to level up to help his teammate. And within 4 minutes, 2 teams have already been taken down, eliminated. 39 players still within the lobby. That indicates that one team is a man short. Let's see how is that team going to perform. But for now, it is time to accumulate as much of loot possible. They only have one vehicle to rotate. 1:3 is the split, and that one player going far away from the teammates is not for the loot, but is on the attempt of getting more vehicles, because you have seen that the players are trying to get as many vehicles as possible for the rotation, for creating the covers. And on the grounds of Refinery, it is going to be team FF, and they are using
Yep.
UAV. There's nothing that can be spotted for now, and I like how Agent K is being used here. See, we're talking about agents. There are multiple agents now being used, except for
Yeah.
relying on one DJ Alok. That is also something
Yeah.
very innovative, very interactive, and very growthful.
Yeah, agreed on this point that, because Agent K is one of those person who is a master of all, right? So you'll have to keep one of those guys in the game as well. But the one thing is that which you mentioned in the previous time is Wukong, right? Wukong, because that is one player. The camouflage, the way it's been used continuously by the side of the Pakistan chapter, the way they're able to camouflage and go in front of the enemy, or probably get away from them is actually working out for them. And let's see whether Pakistan teams can actually continue to do it against the side of Indian chapters as well as the Nepal chapters, because Indian players, for me, the Indian players are more precise in spotting out enemies. Drop damage, as we were speaking about. CN King goes in for a jump, and he'll be the first player to actually get taken down. And this could be the point of concern for the side of Cartoon Network, as they'll be starting to lose one player at a time. Key player already down. It's important for Atom to at this point of time stay alive.
Absolutely, survival is one of the key factors to get the booyah. Let's see who's going to survive, who not. Talking about Cartoon Network, one player trying to pick up the risk in favor of his team is taken down, tanking up a little bit of fall damage, and other work was done by the team on the opposite side, which is Team the Guardians this time. 3 versus 3, grenade pops in. What a precision.
Oh,
Quetta coming into the action. This is exactly what I was talking about. Quetta needs to pull up his sleeves, socks, and fasten the seat belt. For now, Kari will be taken down. He'll heal himself up. He will be revived immediately for sure. Kari is revived. He needs to heal up and look at the loot, look at the health kits, and fall damage is coming in at him. Left with 53 HP, realizing they are losing player one by one. All they need to do is just race out of the battle. But are they willing to race out though? Already being in disadvantages of disadvantage side of being less in numbers, and this time they're going with a split of 1:1. That is the last thing that they should have done. And look at Alpha fell to death. Last man remaining. What is Atom up to? We are going to see for sure. Will he be revived? No. He'll bleed to death. Nobody gets the kill point at least. That is what Atom was trying to do. We did see one jump
no.
coming in, and kill has been taken by Quetta. Quetta doesn't want to allow that 1 point also to go away.
And that is the kind of mindset you need to have when it comes to a player like Quetta, right? The Salter needs to make sure that he picks up every single bodies which is on his needs. He wants to make sure that he confirms them as well. All these things said and done towards the side of Team TG. I mean, they're still they are still on a lookout to see where that last player is. They do not realize that he's actually run away and in a very far distance. As I said, Atom should be the person who has to be alive at this point of time. It looks like he will be. Everybody are trying to hold the center part of the map. Nobody's on the northern side. Foundation Shrines and Holdhampton completely abandoned at this point of time. In case the circle takes a northern shift, that is when all of these people are going to put fires on their back and then go in for different kinds of rotation. B4 on the other side, from the side of Santa Catarina, will slowly be wanting to come inside the circle, wants to make sure that they do not get any kind of skirmishes or tags in the rotation. Foundation being there in the circle is a point of concern for teams like Five Mutants, because in case they do not watch their back, two teams attacking them, FF as well as a team coming from Foundation, could be a bit of an issue for them. STX in the blue zone and as well as Xenon could be the next teams fighting out with one another. All these things said and done, you were speaking about more agents. Tell me, Tanya, which is one of those agents you feel is pretty much crucial when it comes to especially the Pakistan chapter?
Well, I think they are using all the mix. They're not relying on one agent. Each team is having one Wukong, one DJ Alok. So I like how the agent split is coming in to battle it strongly. In terms, if there's one player who is the assaulter for the team, is using Wukong, who is the supporter is using DJ Alok, and now Misha is also coming to the use. Hamza is using it right now. They are very well aware that they have to use vehicles in terms of rotation, and they are using mix of agents here. Well, Xenon this time. And there's one more thing. Circle this time got centralized, is not playing tricks right now. So this is the exact time for the strongest play. They can plan very, very positively, very slowly, surviving until top 3. And if Circle is not playing, you play definitely better. Well, you have to play well.
Yeah, but Misha is one of those person where anybody would want for a traveling, right? He can be the person for scout, right? So I still don't understand how Misha can actually be an advantage for any player when it comes to the game of Free Fire.
Well, they tank up a little lesser damage when the Misha is equipped during the vehicular phases when they are driving. So I think that is why Misha is equipped. And Misha is useful, very, very useful in terms of rotation, while your vehicular rotation to be precise.
Yeah, okay.
Sirens are heard already. The players are making a move, teams in, and this time again going as slow as possible. This is exactly what they did into the map of Bermuda, and they are repeating it into the map of Kalahari. So we can expect a repetitive booyah until and unless they are caught caught off guard. Teams reuniting, teams bottom four have also not lost the player, and they are going to fall against Team Alpha. And Alphas are not wanting to stand near the grounds of Shrine. They're using the other launch pad, moving towards the center of the circle. Now, this is a good chain coming in, and with that chain, we can expect a dominoes effect as well. The players might go against each other if this is how they are going to plan the rotation by launch pad towards launch pad.
Yeah, but let's see how that is going to turn
Wow.
out. Look at what's happening over there. 5 mutants takes down a person with vehicle explosion. Looks like he did not have Mesha in his favor, but let's see how things will turn out as 5 mutants have started their assault against any given team. So STX on the other side, they are also looking forward to see how well they can manage this. B4 is trying to push in, sees Ali over there. I don't know why he didn't go in for the firing in the beginning itself. With that Mac 10, he could have actually taken the player down. It was not necessary for him to get that close, but on the other side, Ali gets taken down, giving an opportunity for the side of B4 to take a domination against the side of STX. But one advantage with STX have is that they're sticking together, and that is going to help them a lot for sure.
Definitely, that is going to help them for sure. 5 mutants versus Xenon. Here, STX is getting decimated, Captain down, Ali down, and they are choked by 2 players together. Let's see how are they going to come back. Bottom 4 stuck in between, and against them, we can see STX Esports very, very close. Osman is to be the last man surviving, and how long will he
Oh.
survive? Well, wow, what a battle coming in from 5 mutants this time. They are definitely
Exactly.
leveling up as the day progresses. They are progressing as well in terms of getting those kill charges that the woodpecker is working wonders, is able to take that knock, and on the course Team Alpha is also stealing those kills, and I'm very sure of knock is getting coming from Team 5 mutants, but Team Alpha is taking away that kill. That is going to rage the Team 5 mutants.
Yeah, and it's not only gonna rage them, that's gonna make sure that they make sure that they take revenge for it as well. And that fight can be an advantage for other teams, because it's important for you not to put out your ego at any given point of time in this game. Keep control of your emotions, and that's the most important thing when it comes to any kind of gamer. On the other side, STX left out with one last player. Usman will be playing it for placement points. On the other side, Team DP, look at that. They have the deadliest of the guns. They have the machine gun. They know that they can put it into the best use at this point of time. Team TG in their crosshairs will be in a bit of a trouble for sure. As one player already gets taken down, it's important for Team TP to actually make sure that they get inside the circle. Spy on the other side. It looks like 5 mutants are taking down every single player in and around them, and that is going to help them gain a lot of kill points for themselves.
That and these skill points are going to matter a lot by the end of the day, when there's grand total for everything. And right now, 2 teams battling outside the circle. That is the last thing Team Spy would have done, but they don't want to leave anybody alive behind them to get backstabbed. So a good strategy, but then entering the circle is going to be the cause of concern. On the course, one team is eliminated now with 9 teams and 25 players. Then on being into the center of the circle, and Cartoon Network being decimated here, Umair will be revived for sure. And again, they are going to be squad strong on the grounds of Foundation. 2 teams are going to cross the path against each other. Xenon against Team Alpha. The Team Alpha definitely joined in here with the usage of launch pad, and now they are trying to create up troubles for Team Xenon. Knocked it, confirmed it in just a blink of second.
Yeah, but at the same time, I want to say where 5 mutants are still placed, do they still have the advantage of the higher zone? Because we can see that they are still decimating teams, right? Look at that, Two-Face against takes down Umair, and I do believe they've already crossed the 10-pointer when it comes to the kill points for themselves. Team TA will be walking into their crosshairs any second soon. We can see that Spy also have a very good advantage. B4 on the other side are also having a fight against the side of Team TA, but Team TA gets a triple kill. What a gameplay coming in from the side of Fan. But we'll see whether he'll be able to revive his teammates and give an opportunity for their team to actually go in. A good grenade launcher comes in. 2 people are being tagged at this point of time. Godzilla with that grenade launcher can roar, can make sure that he gets more kills in his name. Godzilla takes down one player. STX Usman gets taken down. He confirms and gets another player down. No Mercy again gets taken down. Godzilla not stopping. He's got one frag. He's going to be confirming some more. He sees that more players are trying to walk into his crosshairs. But Godzilla, how many more grenades do you have left out within yourself for that grenade launcher? is going to be the bigger question. He's going to be confirming kills in his name. Two more coming in his name. A total of three. 5 mutants, 10 kills in their name. Look at the teamwork coming in. Ashu gets taken down. DP Raja has that higher ground advantage at this point of time. Can 5 mutants get the taste of their own medicine is going to be the bigger question at this point of time. After losing two players, no cover fire coming in from their side. DP having an advantage. 9 confirmed. Two more in their name. And I do believe that DP have a higher opportunity of taking this booyah in their name.
The upper grounds is going to matter a lot. Grenades are being exchanged, and grenades are delivered when they are sent from upper grounds towards the lower grounds. Damage is delivered, but the distance is way too much. Both the teams are
Oh,
trying to cross the
Godzilla.
toe, and the grenade of Godzilla will once again be able to take down Afan right now with the double-digit figures in the kill feeds into the kill points. And over here, there are spray coming in from Katak now using UMP for the mid-range battle, but Godzilla is not allowing anybody to take away the kill. But the grenades, and end of the day with the grenades and Mag 7 inclusive. Here we go ahead. Team Demon Sprite taking away the booyah here. And Godzilla literally roaring loudest amongst his teammates. And the roars were of the grenades, not of the weapons or not of the AR that he was using.
Yeah, but at the same time, I really like the gameplay coming in from the side of 5 mutants is what I would like to say. They had advantage of the high ground. I think they were busy picking up kills. They knew that, we have around 9 to 10 frags in a name, even though if we get taken down now, it's not going to matter. But they did not kill the amount of points, kill points being gained by the opposites, right? Because DP on the other side, even though they had 9 frags at the end, they had 4 more lying around, which they did grab away. So they'll be having more than 9 kills, so somewhere around 11 to 12. Good to see that 5 mutants and DP, the team demons, they'll be having an advantage when it comes to the overall points table to lead on the top with such a big difference, which they could put up in just one map. But at the same time, all these things said and done, I'm really looking forward to see how things will go around for the teams like Fab 5 and New Era, because they played really well for the maps which happened today. But still, they'll be left out a little behind, because they would have gained another 20 to 30 points in this game. But 5 mutants and Demon Pride covered that complete 20 to 30 point difference in just one map.
Absolutely. A good performances from two teams, Demon's Pride as well as 5 Mutants. Demon's Pride have been better into the first matches also, but into the
Yeah.
map of Purgatory to be precise. But talking about 5 Mutants, well, definitely they needed, they were in need of this sort of a play. They were spotted on position 1 by the end of yesterday, but today they were shaky. They were stumbling down in front of any team coming towards them and taking up 11 kills or 10 kills. It was a much needed one, and also surviving until top 3. So 5 Mutants, as the day progresses, their play also progresses into the better side. Let's hope they are able to continue this, and reaching into the top 6 is the only target. And talking about the leaderboards of the map of Kalahari, 5 Mutants not taking booyah, it's okay. We take the highest amount of frags here, total of 10 frags, leading them with the massive buffer of 5 points and 18 total points, followed by Team Alpha. Now Arca Alpha has never been spotted so strong. I'm happy to see this team in top 3.
Yeah, but at the same time, Demon Sprite just got one frag in their name.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, now the tables are absolutely perfect, is what I would like to say. Demon Pride getting that booyah as well as total frags for themselves. They will be there with on the top with 24 pointers for themselves. 5 mutants right behind them. 10 frags is what they could secure, and they will be happy to get those eight rank
Placement
points. That is
points.
going to be, yeah, placement points at the third position, which they could gain. Team Alpha, even though they went on in the second spot, because of the lack of kill points, they were restricted as well. So I would like to say a total of 34 points coming in from the total of top 6 teams gives an opportunity on the bottoms to take 2-3 kills each, and giving nobody going in for 0 points. In case there is a team going down in 0 points, that is going to be a point of concern for them for sure.
Absolutely, that is going to be the point of concern. Let's see, because if we talk about kills, definitely, as always, the upper half of the leaderboard is taking away 75% of the frags, and there's very little left for the bottom half. And the placement points are also they are very less compared to what you get into the upper half. So let's hope that the teams who could not perform well in terms of the first segment for the day, ladies and gentlemen, we also have got the second half remaining. Talking about XENON Esports, they were repeating the strategy on the map of Bermuda, but it did not end up exactly as they wanted it to. They were caught off guard and they were choked in between two teams. And talking about five fabs, definitely they are trying to level up, they are trying to give their fullest, but unfortunately, even after giving the 200%, they are not able to reach what they are targeting to. And talking about the Guardians, once again spotted into the bottom half. Cartoon Network once again spotted into the bottom half. New Era with 1 points for themselves, and this is for the very first time into an entire day, into an entire first segment, where the team goes empty handed and the team is nothing but Angry Lord.
Yeah, and I do believe that, with that overall points table, it's gonna be pretty hard for most of these teams to actually come back. The truth is gonna be bitter for the teams on the bottom, because they'll have to do a lot of hard work with the left out three match. In case they don't do it, then it's gonna be hard for them to get selected into the final stages of the Pakistan chapter. Let me remind you, there are already 6 teams over there. 132 points coming in from the side of Demon's Pride. 67 and 65. What a good balance coming in with rank points and kill points. 132 for the side of Demon's Pride. On the top, right behind them is going to be 5 Mutants. 55 and 65 kill points for them. 120 points. STX Esports 62 and 28. Look at the kill points decreasing, where every single time we see STX Esports coming on the points table, and that could be a point of concern, because in case the Guardians come up to the same number, they're going to be outnumbering both XENON Esports and STX, and making sure that they come and secure the third position. So that is going to be a point of concern. But let's not forget the fighting chance of Cartoon Network, the Guardians, and Xenon Esports can actually be challenged by the next team, because let's keep 76 is the pointer which you need to make the fourth position. From the seventh position, we have to see what's the point difference between the teams from then on.
And talking about five mutants, they are no more had the highest fragger, a good tough competition coming in from Demon's Pride. They were also able to get that extra exact booyah. So now they are in need of standing points, as well as equalize the kill points with five mutants. And five mutants are definitely underperforming. Maybe they are leveling up from the map of Kalahari, and they need to make sure they level up furthermore. If not, it should be the cause of concern for Team Five Mutants. The buffer is way too much, and Team STX is also underperforming for the day, and they are trying to level up. There's no denial to that, but they are now not up to the mark how they started yesterday and how they finished yesterday. So there's a lot more from Team STX that can be spotted. But I think Demon's Pride have got to a position where they are safe. Even if they are not able to go very strong, they are still very, very safe. They are into a triple digit marker, the only two teams within the triple digit marker. Now, talking about the next half, we can still have one score in 70s, which is Team Alpha, and Team Alpha still stands into the competition of overcrossing other teams and reaching to position 6, position 4, and maybe 3 as well, with 3 more matches remaining, just in case if the top teams stumble down. Talking about the other teams, Spyware, 5 Fabs, they are into the score of 60s. New Era, the only team into the score of 50s, and bottom 4 in score of 40s, and Angry Lord being still into the 20s. Well, they are having a good balance, but this balance is not going to allow them to reach into top 7 or maybe into the mid segment as well.
Yeah, but at the same time, we were speaking about the difference, right? 5 point difference is what Alpha is far away from. And from then on, it's just, I would like to say even New Era have a fighting chance, because there's 20 points away. Let's not forget that Angry Lord's chances from now is starting to look from bleak to impossible. But bottom 4 still have a ray of hope as well. So all these things said and done, let's see how the next half of the next 3 maps is going to be when it comes to this game. Let me remind you guys, guys will have an opportunity, a small bleak opportunity, to actually share it among your friends so that they can come and see. I'm speaking about the Pakistan fans. If your team are over there on the top, if they're playing out really well, do not forget to cheer them up in this chat. At the same time, do not forget to make sure that you share it among your friends to see whether your favorite team is making it. Let's not forget 2 teams domination. Like, for the first time, I do believe that I'm seeing 2-3 teams having triple digit mark when it comes to this stage, right? So, and it's in a huge way as well. But at the same time, the teams on the bottom is also giving a very hard fight. They are also coming in a bit more closer, is also a very good thing to see. So 2 teams dominating, giving the others an opportunity in the bottom 3 to 4 positions in their hands, is something good to see. At the same time, ladies and gentlemen, it's always been a pleasure for me and Star Tanya to be casting for you guys, telling the stories, allowing no stone to be unturned. But for now, this is going to be World Esports Cup presented by Infinite Smartphone, India Today Gaming, partnered with India Today Gaming, and and Plutonium being the broadcast partners. We'll be heading into a short break and seeing how things will be on the other side. That gives you an opportunity to share it among your friends, as well as click on the like button, because that's going to be a pat on our shoulder. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be seeing you on the other side.
superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me. Zero gravity. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me.
Sometimes I'm selfish, get jealous. I feel a little helpless. My whole world has shifted again. You made a promise, I kept it. Now I'm second guessing. My whole world has shifted again. Now I drive back to an empty home, and it's setting in. Now that your things are gone, what have I done? Was everything worth this? I guess I deserve this. Oh, why do I run whenever I'm hurting? I guess I'm still learning how to run. What have I learning how to run.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I want to taste consumption. Eat faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah.
just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come.
Well. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Infinix Smartphone Presents World Esports Cup, brought to you by India Today Gaming and broadcast partners Playtonia and Ishq Radio. So, we have been done with 9 maps out of the BO12. We're still left with 3 maps. And yeah, to take you to the last 3 maps, this is me, Eds, and alongside me, it's going to be Mridul once again. Mridul, how are you feeling today? Oh, 1 second. I think there's a technical issue, is it? Well, I'll let Mridul fix that. But it was a great game, up until now. 9 games were done. 5 Mutants, they were really, really dominant. Demon's Pride, on the other hand, they actually did take that take the the lead from them, sitting on 132 points right now. 5 Mutants, depth 120. STX Esports on the other hand, 90 points. XENON Esports, they have come up huge with 76. The Guardians have come up with 74. Cartoon Network had a good day yesterday. Unfortunately, not a great day today. But here we go, jumping on to the map of Bermuda. The path is kind of like 60-40 towards the northern side. But let's see. Looks like every team, I mean, they're ignoring. I mean, unfortunately, they cannot reach Sentosa Island pretty easily. I think Mars Electric is going to be ignored as well. Clock Tower, there's like 3 teams there. This is not going to be an easy fight. Oh boy. This is going to be an insane one right here. It's starting already. Team 5, that is Cartoon Network. Team Angry Lord. And I believe there's one more team there. I'm not really sure which one. Looks like it's a new era. But it's going to be Adam with a P90. Takes down Flick. Gets one. Ahmad will be the one getting that first blow. First blood for him. P90 is dealing a lot of damage. New Era, they're not in a good spot. And Cartoon Network starts off strong. Eliminates New Era in position number 12. And Adam with a triple, I believe. Ahmad on the other hand, still dealing damage. New Era. Oh, never mind. This is just the kind of a replay. There was a bit of a lag, I believe. Well, anyway, Adam is still looking really, really good. And just, holding on angles right now. Angry Lord versus Cartoon Network right now. Well, no, they're not going to be going in for the fight. It looks like Angry Lord, they're just running back to safety. Cartoon Networks, they have taken the control of this clock tower houses. So it's not going to be an easy task to take them down anytime soon. Well, looks like Adam, he still wants to take this fight. I think he has spotted one of the players, Muzzer. I think he is the one that's actually spotted. They're just holding. They're just holding on to the angle. New Era were eliminated in position number 12. 3 kills in the favor of Cartoon Network. I think one of them was stolen by Angry Lords. Yep. 5 players did go down inside 1.5 minutes, but after that it's been a slow-paced game. It's still pretty early, just 3 minutes and nothing to talk about that. But 5 Mutant is gonna be another team, something to look out for them. And Demon's Pride are the ones that I'm actually, looking forward to here, Riddle. Well, looks like we still have the technical issue coming in from Riddle, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll just give him a little more time. But up until then, well, looks like Cartoon Network is giving Angry Lord a lot of time to, go ahead with the placement that they want. Well, still, this clock tower area is in the control of Angry Lords and Cartoon Network. I'm sorry, actually, Angry Lords did not lose anyone. There's 4 players from them. And they are just, surrounding the perimeter, making sure that Cartoon Network does not leave this area. So as long as the, the clock tower area is in the zone, none of these teams are going to be leaving their positions anytime soon. But when the time comes, if the zone is, if the clock tower is out of the zone, that is when they have to decide. Is it going to be Cartoon Network running first, or is it going to be Angry Lords? Because one of them has to move on first, and that is when the other team will strike. It's all about the patience. It's all about the gameplay. It's all about the strategy. Let's see. Any grenades? Not a lot of grenades, and I'm pretty sure not a lot of ammo as well coming in. I see an MP5. I see a Thompson, I believe. Is that an SKS? Nope. Just as I say that, Marathon, I believe that is. Will take down one. Muzzer takes down one on the side of Cartoon Network, and that's a That's the cue for them to start the fight. Thompson on red bar will not be dealing. Oh, actually, will deal enough damage to take down Army. But Tien, they're in a lot of trouble. They're facing everyone. Red bar gets another one. The Thompson gets swapped. Gets himself a triple kill there. The only player on the side of Bangalore is very easy. It's Muzzer TE, and he's outside. There's a shotgun. I think that's a Mag 7. Oh, no, never mind. That is a Mag 7, but it's not going to be enough. He will take down Red Bow nevertheless. But Adam, he wants the revenge. P90 comes in on stop. That, running and gunning with the P90 is always really, really good. And Red Bow with the triple Cartoon Network with the second squad elimination here. On the other hand, they're making PG sweat right now. Quetta will go down. I think he will be right there out in the open, but I still think it's not going to be an easy one. Talha will drop down another player on the side of Guardians. Guardians, they do not want to be eliminated in position number 10. This is not going to be a good one. Both of them have been revived, so nothing to worry about, but Spy, they're not going to be leaving this position anytime soon. There's a scar on Curry. Oh, there is a sniper on Drogo. I'm not really sure what that is. That an M82? If that's an M82, then everyone else, they are gonna be in trouble. Well, 7 minutes in, 2 squads have already been eliminated. Both of them eliminated by Cartoon Network precisely. And yeah, there you go. The players on the side of XENON Esports now finally taking some fights happening over there towards the bridge area. Moyes will take down Cape Town Bridge. Is he alone? If he's alone, then that's not a good thing. I think his teammates are coming in just now. The side of bottom 4. Sami goes down, one of the best players for his side. Umer, he's in a great spot. He will deal a lot of damage on the side K. Oh, he has been spotted finally. He is out in the open. Where is his team? Umer, beautiful shot with the Car 98. Hashu on the other hand takes on Godzilla. Raptor gets one. Hashu will confirm that kill on the Godzilla. Sajid with the Scar. Headshots Raptor. Raja, Thompson kill. Moyes with the grenade on the Sami. Raja will confirm his kill on the one of the 5MP. Snake, I will take down Umer with the sniper there. Size will go down to Criminal. XENON Esports man advantage, but a player is still knocked out. Moyes will confirm the kill on the Sami with the grenade. It's going to be a 2 versus 4. Or is it a 1v4? I believe. Bottom 4. They're running. They are gone with the vehicle. Yep, going back to safety. XENON Esports, 2 kills. No casualty whatsoever. On the other hand, Raza and Wally get a trade kill there. DP, Demon Sprite at the top. They're the top team right now on the scoreboard, but can they keep the position to themselves is the question right now. 5MT, they are the second one, and they want to steal that position from DP. Raptor takes a bit of damage from Hashu there, but he's going to be healing himself now. So, after a lot of fights, a bit of peace, but just say that, well, it says no peace, and he will put, he will be, rest in peacing. Raja, actually, I believe that is. Oh, that was so stupid by me, but yeah. Demon Sprite, Karthik and Raptor are the only players alive, and they only have 1 kill. And if they get eliminated in position number 10, that is gonna be 2 points for them. That is not a great thing, especially if you want to keep, keep your position on top of the scoreboard. 5MT on the other hand. 5MT, 2 kills already, only a player down. So let's see how this one works out.
Well, here we did saw that the numbers advantage being totally, against the side of Team B4. Let's see that how are they gonna just, make it up till the last zone. And talking of which, Team Demon Sprite are still up towards the side of the Santosha Bridge. So they really need to make sure that they are getting out of here. Meanwhile, talking about Team TA, that's a very long and, that's a very long way of a waterways rotation. This is something which we get to see quite rarely, Edge. And talking of Team TA, seems as if they want to go all in, passive for this current map.
Yeah, I mean, that is not something you usually see taking that really long rotation through the water itself. It's kind of dangerous, but yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And looks like Team Guardians, they are kind of running away from XENON Esports, but do they know? No, they're going in the opposite direction. Never mind, they do not know that, or else they would have taken the fight. XENON Esports right now, I feel confident. They are in the top 6 as well. They are gonna, they want to secure their spot in the top 6. While Alpha, they are fighting here. Alpha will take down the player of B4. I think there's one more player left on the side of bottom 4. That's it. One more player. Now all you can do is pray and hope and stay alive till the end, at least maybe top 3, top 4 to get in, to get his team as many points as he can. Maybe snatch a couple of kills here and there, because 1v4 is not gonna be an easy task with the side of bottom 4, especially since he's the only survivor.
Well, we do have top 10 teams remaining, 32 players out there, and there goes the siren once again. The storm is gonna begin to shrink in. Let's see where this blue zone is gonna take us on, all the teams as well, towards the next upcoming zone. Meanwhile, with the numbers advantage, Team TG, they will still be, making sure that they are just regrouping with their teammate and entering the party. It's gonna be XENON Esports. Well, XENON have been throwing quite some passive gameplay these maps, but Afan, he is that one firepower whom you really need to, keep him alive till the very last zone. Talking of the zone right now, it's gonna be Santosh Island, Kota Tua, and a Centric River Zone. Fights get initiated, and it's gonna be one and only Team TG up against the side of Team TA. Now, the fight is really gonna be quite I'll say, needed right now, because you are already at the edges of the zone. You would want to make sure that you are getting an ideal location so that the firepower is being used at the best from all of your teammates, and falling down at this point of time would be very, very unfortunate for both of these teams.
Yeah, it would be really unfortunate. And there you go. Team Alpha feeling really confident right now. They want to take the fight, but the other team, they just do not want to engage here whatsoever. They just want to go back. XENON Esports, that is, I believe. They're the kind of team that, avoids fight. But once they start feeling it, they will take as many fights as they can, and they will come out on top. That's exactly why they're in the top 6 right now. Guys, this is once again Group 1, day number 2, map number 10 of the Pakistan group stages. This is just the Group 1. We still have another group coming in tomorrow, but Spyware, on the other hand, they will take down 2. No Mercy confirms 1, and there is another league goes down. SCX, I think they have only they have come into this game into this map with only 3 players. So 2 of them already went down. Hamza, the only survivor right now, they have 0 kills, and they're still in the top 6. But if they want to keep their spot, they need more kills than that, Tarun.
Yeah, I mean, getting kills plus, the positioning point should be the right balance being an aim for both of these teams. But for now, there goes the shot being fired on totally towards the side of Team Guardians. Team Guardians, you really need to get out of here, or else it's going to be quite a bloodbath coming in at the edges of the zone. Spy Zoltan comes up with an amazing knockoff, but instantly gets shaded back. The use of utilities, that's also looking phenomenal. But Quetta, well, is he going to revive, or is he going to go on for the fight? Quetta left alone in this 1v2. Team Guardians, they were already on a very wrong position, but look at this massive gameplay. Well, 10th position is what they will be securing for themselves in this map number 10 of a D2, and that was quite an unfortunate gatekeep as well, which they had to face. But the current zone edge consists of 55% of water area and only 45% left to make sure that you are inside the land and having your teammate in the ideal cover where you can use your firepower with.
So, yeah, having that water in the zone is always, it's always kind of a disadvantage for teams that are in the water itself at this beginning. So that is not going to be an easy one. But let's see. I mean, I love to see the zone in the water. I really want to see how the teams come up with, because this is when you have to use your big brain, right? It's not all about the aim. It's all about the games and the place positioning coming in. Hamza will take down an STX. They will get taken out in position number 9 by, I believe that was XENON Esports there. So moving on, Team Alpha, they want to be the one actually taking the fight to XENON Esports right now. They'll try to deal a bit of damage. I still see the bottom 4 player there, still alive. DP. Oh, Abbasi. He just melee killed a player, the sole survivor on the side of B4. Oh, the balls on this man to go for that play. Still gets that knife kill. He goes down, but doesn't really matter. It's about that confidence he showed us. Will be eliminated in position number 8. Demon's Pride. Demon's Pride have 4 and they will not be the one. It's gonna be 5MT eliminating Cartoon Network. Teams that eliminated 2 teams. But on the other hand, DP, they're still alive. Cartoon Network, not a great performance once again. At least in terms of the rank position, because they did eliminate 2 teams early into the game. Moving on, it's going to be the 4th zone coming to play with right now. 6 squads alive, 19 players still here at XENON Esports. They look strong, and so do 5MT.
Well, Team Demon's Pride being at the number 1 overall standings, they are currently eliminated at the 6th position, but the grenade launcher, well, that was quite good. Two-Face getting a good opening, but is he be able to capitalize on that kill? Team frags are already up for a one and only team. 5, I guess, Mutants, and yes, 5 Mutants are looking quite phenomenal. XENON Esports gets denied at the 5th position, but Hamza with that phenomenal grenade once again gets opening. The use of utilities are looking so good, but 5 Mutants somehow do not able to make it up till the top 3 position. Top 3 are already here with us. It's gonna be Team Spyware up against the side of Team Alpha, and 1 solo player remaining from the side of FABS as well. Now let's see that in this current 3v3v1 scenario, what's gonna be the situation, because 1 solo player here as well, Edge, as you know, could really be quite some difference maker to come and contest for the Booyah.
Yeah, I mean, you can always third party. You have one of these 2 teams. Let's see, Team Alpha and Team Spire. They're going to be going head to head here. But the Soul Survivor, he's at the bottom. I don't think he's on the bridge at all. So let's see if FF, he's just barely surviving. I think he's going to, try to let the zone decide that his fate. Yeah, there's no way he can make it up. So all he can do is try to be in the zone for as long as possible before one of the players actually go down. And Talha actually jumps down. Did he spot anyone? Nope. He's in a good spot here. Here we go. The final zone, kind of 5th zone. Then the grenades are coming in right now. It's going to be a lot of damage. And Shireel is protecting him right now. Team Alpha with 5 kills. Can they make it? 7 is the question. Team Spy on the other hand, they have 10. They're actually jumping down right now. I don't know why they want to give away the high ground advantage to the side of Team Alpha here. Spy, 4 versus 3 here. This is not looking great. But where is the player on FF? He's the one that I'm looking forward to. He's still hiding. He's not going to be peeking whatsoever. He's just holding on to the position. But Spy, they are dealing a lot of damage, taking a lot of damage with the grenades here, Tarun. This is looking spicy right now.
This is the dead zone. You only have 5 seconds remaining, and then the dead zone is gonna shrink in. Means that whole map is gonna be a damaging shock blue zone. Now it's somehow, a 3v4v1 scenario. Once again, we are seeing a drop down coming in, but is it gonna be punishable or no? Because Team Alpha, they do not have enough breathing space to work with. There goes another player. One and only Team Alpha, they are totally trying to gatekeep. Here you can see Mr. Howl coming up good, but 5 FABS does not make it till even the top 2 position. Now it all falls down to a 2v2 scenario, and Team Alpha up against the side of Spyware. Well, it's not going to happen because they don't even drop down, but they even eliminate. Such sort of domination is something which we did not expect it at Team Alpha coming up with that Booyah. Imagine the number of kill points which they will be adding along with the positioning point which they have gained in this current map.
Yep, Team Alpha. What a game coming in from them. Yes, Spyware did put up a really good show as well. But FF, the Soul Survivor, he did manage to survive for as long as he can. It was great to see him. He also got a kill there at the end with the MP5. So that is one extra point for them. But yeah, it was a great game overall.
Yes, and I'm surely looking forward to see what's going to be the overall points table, because we did saw Team Demon's Pride followed by Team 5 Mutants. They were quite leading the leaderboard for now, but somehow here seeing the domination from the side of Team Alpha, maybe they are just able to cover those many points which are already been taken from the side of Team Demon's Pride, and this is the very right time where they could really start to progress in terms of their consistency. It was a map of Bermuda, and the way Team Alpha have been playing, it's a very perfect way to keep a balance on your positioning point plus some sort of kill points as well.
Yeah, it's always about the balance in between the rank points and the kill points, right? Bottom 4, yes, he did. I think he was there. I think he gave he gave his team a couple of extra points. He didn't get any kills. Yes, there was a melee knock but on one of the
Yes.
players of CN. But it wasn't enough. He couldn't convert it into a kill, but he did give his team a couple of points extra because he did survive for a bit longer than all of his teammates. So I think it might not be, the crucial 2 points, but it's going to be important, right? Moving on forward, we are done with 10 maps. We only have two more maps
Yes.
left. One more round of Purgatory, and then Kalahari will be the final one. And after that, we will be, you know, understanding which six teams will be moving on forward and which six teams will be bidding farewell to here.
Well, it's really got to be some sort of an emotional roller coaster ride for all of these teams out there, especially the ones there between the side of, I'll say, fourth to the eighth position. Because out of fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, only two teams are going to be the one who will be continuing with us at the World Esports Cup. It's already been quite some, talent which we are getting to see from this current region. And, it's very least to imagine that what's gonna be the initial, predictions which we could really made. But talking of which, you remember, right? Edge Spyware was in the second position, but somehow they are leading with 21 points because given the kill points which they gain for themselves, it's really gonna help them out to just remain at the number one spot in this map by scorecard, followed by Team Alpha.
Yeah, I mean it's all about the kills as well. They have 12 kills at the end. They were the one who actually took down the five Fabs, the final player on the five Fabs side. But yeah, 21 points. Team Alpha not so far away. They'll still take that 20 points. Five Mutants did a good job as well. 6 kills, 7 rank points, 13 total points. Current Network on the other hand, as I said, they had a good number of kills at the beginning. Did eliminate two squads. Rank points only four, but since they have seven, they're in the top four position with total points of 11. Five Fabs, that Soul Survivor. That's it. That Soul Survivor gave them, I don't know, maybe five extra points. So total up to 11. Demon Sprite, on the other hand, as usual, you expect them to have a good game. They had only 4 kills this time around. But yeah, still a total points of 9 here, Tarun.
Well, I mean, let's see what's gonna be the next six, teams holding their position. We know for a fact that it's gonna be all the single digits, but to next all the six teams, it's gonna be quite a big pressure for now to just make sure that in the next two map, in case there's quite some domination coming in, because the next map is Purgatory, so it's very normal that you are gonna see teams maybe going and contesting towards the Brasilia side and also playing for the positioning. Well, Xenon Esports, they are up with 9 points, quite similar what we get to see from Demon's Pride as well. Bottom four here with us in the eighth position. Angry Lord as well with 2 points, along with STX Esports, the Guardians, who were totally, you saw them that they were in such a position where they had the zone. Being inside the fourth zone, all you would want is some good positioning to rely on your firepower and your teammates just having some good breathing space as well. But they totally got, engaged in a fight along with, I guess, Xenon Esports, and that was quite unfortunate. But Team New Era as well, not able to bring any single point, and the overall, points which they will add in the overall points table, it would really be quite some, nil points at this point of time. Well, next map is Purgatory. So, what do you think in case any of these teams just are going all in, winning both the map as Booyah in, I guess, Purgatory and even Kalari? So, do you think that they might stand a chance to come inside the top six, or else still, the lead is quite far now? Also, we have a long, long way to go for all of these teams.
Well, I mean, all I want to say is for the side of Angry Lord, it's pretty much over. Bottom, I think everyone from from the 11th position, if I'm not wrong, bottom four were in the 11th position after that map number 3 of today. So I think everyone except Angry Dog still has a chance of making it into the top six. Maybe not top three,
Okay.
but four, five, six are still on the cards. I don't think Demon Pride, Five Mutants, and SCX or Xenon Esports. I think three of those four teams are in that top three. Demon's Pride and Five Mutants, they're at the top for sure. SCX, Xenon, I think one of them will take the third position. But yeah, moving on forward, I think there is still a really good chance for the side of New Era, Five Fabs team, Alpha, Spyware, Cartoon Network, and also bottom four. There is a slight chance, but yeah, as you said, they need to show up really, really huge here on the map of Purgatory and also on the map of Kalahari. It's not going to be a one-time thing. It has to be a two-time thing, at least for now. Moving on forward, maybe they'll have enough time to practice more, come up with better execution. Then we'll see them again in the grand finals or in the later zone. The later on in the tournament. But for now, all they need to focus on is 2 maps, and they need to deliver their goddamn best.
Well, let's see what's going to happen. These two maps are really going to be some sort of, different test to just justify the limits of these teams which will be pushed on. Because one, you get to see quite a positioning based map. Don't go for the kills, play for the zone, get for the position, and then you can really, get some good frags in the end zones in case you don't have a drop clash. But then, after playing so passively, Edge, you go on directly to a map like Kalahari, which is so uniquely made in terms of the fast-paced gameplay and having some of the most monumental places like refineries. You see the subs area, confinement, bayfront, which really, make teams just only anticipate that where the next zone will be going in. And because they don't have that many time after the current starting loot phase, the rotation phase and the fighting survival phase, which gets started after the 5 minutes inside the game, it's really just a bloodbath. The whole map happens to be quite some dominating scenario, and only a dominating team, a team with a good firepower, could really make themselves come towards the end of the zone. The team which is trying to play quite passively will totally be anticipated from the opponent players as well. And very rarely you will get to see that any team, they are playing quite passively and are actually able to come inside a top five teams.
Mm. That is true. You need to understand. See, that's what we were talking about. Not just the aim, not just the kills. It's about understanding the game. You need to. I mean, you need to decide if you want to avoid the drop classes or if you want to take the fight. Some teams like that. Some teams like XENON Esports, they do not like that. And there are some teams like Orangutan Elite that are only third parties most of the time, and they still have they still come out on top. They do third party most of the time, but when it comes to one on one, they still come out on top. So that is the kind of performance I expect from any other team as well. You need to be confident in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, you're gonna get taken down. It's all about the mindset. And if your mind is defeated, then so are you. So let's just jump right into the map of Purgatory right now for one last time today. This is gonna be Pakistan group stages, group number 1, day number 2, map number 5 for the day. But yeah, overall it's map number 11, boys.
Well, plane path, quite some northern to south shifted plane path, which we get to see diversifying this amazing 8 into 8 purgatory map into classified locations where teams could really make sure that they can go into their ideal drop locations. But Team TG, which is gonna be one and only Team Guardians, they are something which we know that more than a top 10 position which they had got in the Bermuda map. Well, as we talked about Brasilia seems to be quite under the control for the side of one and only Team 5 Mutants. And if we talk about Team STX, they are also here towards the side of Mount Villa. Now, Skylaunch being the blue tier loot, Demon's Pride, for a fact Demon's Pride is gonna go in and they will be up against the side of Angry Lord for now. But what I'm thinking, it's that Team Demon's Pride, because as you told them that they are surely getting qualified for our next phase of the World Esports Cup, so they might just try to experiment. They might just try to try some new strategy with their teammate, and risking these blue tier loot and also going in for a drop clash, I don't think it would be much damaging in terms of the overall points table.
Yep, that is gonna help you get a point on the overall scorecard. But right now, Demon's Pride, they're here. They might want to take this fight against Angry Lord, but Raja will confirm that first blood on the Muzzer. Samad is out in the open, does not have a great weapon, but just to say that, he will actually get that kill. A knock actually, and Raptor will knock Samad down with Thompson there towards this key large area. This is looking really interesting. The sole survivor right now is Kami, and can he do anything to save his team? The answer is no, because everyone else, they're going down. Ami is really low as well. One shot and he's gonna get out. Raja will confirm another one. Is that an M14? I don't know what gun he has in his hand right now, but Godzilla, he wants to take him down with the shotgun. Will confirm it. Angry Lord. There you go. I told you. The only team that doesn't have a chance right now was Angry Lords, and unfortunately, just not their day here, Tarun.
Well, Four frags, quite the ideal start, Team Damon's Pride would want to have. They already have these points, like just joining their overall points table, and also they are now inside the top 11 position, well, eliminating competitor at the very drop clash location would help them to make sure that they are now in the phase of fighting. And so whenever they get engaged in a fight, it won't be a surprise thing for them. They would already have their muscle memory quite on place, and this really helps out teams those who have started off the map with a fight. The teams which is playing passively, just going on for the loot, and suddenly if you put them in a fighting scenario, maybe they happen to be quite panicked, and that's something where Team Demon Sprite would have a competitive advantage. Teams and on esports, well, they are trying to shot some fires, some shots onto the side of one and only Team New Era. But New Era, is it going to be this map where we do expect them to shine? One player is going to be taken off. Umair going on with the shotgun, but he ignores the fact that behind him is a player, and that's going to be punishable. But does he get knock finish is a question. Well, Shrey is there to take down Criminal, but Moy is going on with a good grenade use of utilities, looking so damaging out there. Team New Era and Team XENON Esports both are looking not on a very good position, and casualties have already came in from the side of Team New Eras.
Just ignore him. He got two players, not even one. Xenon, try hard, will get that kill on a New Era, but there's an instant trade. Fleeky will take down one of the players. New Era, they have 2 kills, but only 2 players surviving right now. Xenon, same thing. 2 kills and 2 players surviving. There's gonna be a team versus team right now. Xenon versus New Era. Who's gonna come out on top? Fire Brigade. It's gonna be fire for sure. But let's see who's gonna be the one that's gonna be lighting the fire and who's gonna be the one that's actually gonna get burned right now. New Era. They're not moving. Xenon Esports, on the other hand, they're actually scouting every single corner, but a New Era, on the other hand, they are just, holding on to their position. Just say that now there's a bit of movement coming in, and the grenade will land onto Criminal. Not a lot of damage, but just enough. Will that one deal enough damage? No, sir, it won't. And Sardar, I think, finally he wants to make his way into the house there. And he does spot one of the players. This is going to be interesting. How are they going to be fighting this? Do they know? And that treatment gun will be a healing Criminal. Try hard. There's a player right in front of you, not? Oh my god, his back is turned. His back is turned. Ouch. He misses. Flicky. Flicky misses. That's not going to be enough, but it's going to be the fight happening. 2 versus 1. Flicky will take down Criminal with the shotgun. Now the only player surviving right now is Tryhard. He's going to be having a vector. He will take down Flicky, but there you go. It's going to be a 1 versus 1 situation. Sardar versus Flicky. Oh, sorry. Sardar versus Tryhard right now. He's going to be reviving his teammate. He knows that's a smart move. He wants to take the advantage, and now he makes it a 1 versus 2. I think they will take down Flicky right there. So, that's going to be a 1 versus 2. Sorry, that's Criminal. My bad. Criminal goes down. Flicky. Smart moves coming in from the side of New Era and XENON Esports. Oh boy, that was really unfortunate for them.
Well, is Team New Era wanting to hunt down the last player? He did had a double vector. Imagining having a double vector could really be quite punishable if you are having, both the players lined up in a good line of fire. But, well, Cartoon Networks, on the other hand, Red Wow is just having 3 first aids, 3 glue balls, quite some limited use of utilities. And when you know that your loot phase is currently over, now is the time where you will be rotating, and rotation is going to matter a lot after this point of time. Zone has begun to shrink in, and as you know, Purgatory being the map with 3 island, let's see that which island will a zone take towards, because yesterday we did so quite favoring towards the side of Team Brazil. I mean the side of Brasilia. Beforehand we did so Mount Villa being one of those end zones. I mean, that is some of the quite rarest point which we could expect, but a UAV for now could give a lot of intel. 5 mutant there towards the side of the sniper tower. Two Face is having a Grossa to work with, holding his angle off, and against him I guess it's gonna be one and only Team 5 FABS as well. Well, let's see. Team 5 FABS are not looking to much engage themselves in any sort of fight, because it's a sort of field. Unless they get a good opening or any good knock, then they might know that they have a numbers advantage, and the pressure which will be created towards the side of Team Cartoon Network then could be the right time for them to just push in forward.
Timing. It's all about the timing coming in. and you need to be careful whenever you're playing inside that sniper tower. I've seen a lot of teams take advantage of that, and I've seen a lot of teams get completely destroyed by one single grenade. One grenade is all it takes. And talking about what it takes, Infinix Note 11s hashtag own the game has whatever it takes to help you win through the game, and it's already been lost yesterday night at 12 a.m. And if you guys haven't taken a look, make sure to check the link down in the description below, and try to get your hands on it if you can, because they are selling out pretty fast.
Well, simple here, going on quite aggressive. Here we go. That's a good fight coming in, but there is gonna be one of those moments where you get to see him quite rotating towards the side of another opposite side, and Team Cartoon Network somehow do not engage in this sort of fight. Bottom four once again trying to sandwich team I guess five FABs, and five FABs are really gonna have to clear one flank area, because in case they get exposed and open, there are multiple angles which they need to worry about. Currently, you are even seeing team, Demon's Pride entering the party. So this feels is really gonna be a bloodbath in case Zone is also favoring all of the four teams out here.
Oh boy, FF will take down Sami there. One kill. Well, I mean, FF has not having a good day here today at least. Sami will be revived instantly. But yeah, before they did lose one player, Snake Eye gets stinked. Beautiful shots coming in from Roman. Oh boy, it doesn't really matter who it is. They will take him down, and the wall bank can work, but then they don't even know where exactly he's positioned right now. And looks like Cartoon Network is here to third party this. They can actually third party, but are they going to is the question right now, Tarun.
Well, as we know, it's the map of purgatory. Then anticipating, their opponents at the very right place is something which these teams are very best at. Look how, they are just testing their opponent's patience. Here, I don't doubt that they are, anyways, gonna go up with those glue walls, making some sort of, aggression or some strategy building up to just eliminate the opponent players. Playing on a back foot, playing on a very covered area, and making sure that they are letting their opponents do, the first mistake, and then they could really capitalize on it. Team Demon's Pride, look who is waiting behind them at the top of the reaches. It's gonna be Team 5 Mutant as well who are coming in. UAV is there, drops are being, called off from both of these teams, and there goes the airdrop as well. But well, a good, I'll say, decision being taken from the side of Team Bottom 4 is that they have already backed off from this fields area. Now, having backed off could really help them gather some positioning points, because when you are already at top 10 position, eliminating at the 10th spot gives you only one positioning point, but after that it gives you 2, 3, 4, 5, and these 1 points keep adding up till you win the booyah and you get directly a 12-point lead. Team Alpha, well, they are looking quite in a unfortunate way, because getting exposed through these windows and then getting shotted by Karthik, it's really gonna be quite unfortunate to lose your armor. But well, second play zone, and that also begins to shrink in.
Yep, second play zone just coming in. Let's see what happens right now. It is going towards that Brazilian fields. So no water is going to be in place this time around. I actually thought Morehouse might be the one zone, will go towards, but guess I'm wrong. There's a fight happening between P4 and 5MT. 5MT will take down Sami. Sergeant takes down another player. Snake Eye, he's out in the open. He's going to get taken down. As soon as that glue wall breaks, so will he. There you go, 2 kills. Now only survivor on the side of P4. Where is he? That's what 5MT will be thinking right now, Tarun.
Well, I mean, Team 5 Mutant, they have already lost their first player. This isn't the start which they wanted in the very last zone. And this is where all the fun begins as well. Top 10 teams is here with us. Fields has already turned into quite some hot area where you get to see these 6 teams. And all the rest 4 teams, you will see just, being at the corner location. Like, look after Team Spyware. After that, look after, Team Bottom 4 as well. Using some utilities maybe to get some intel, but well, It's just 11-1 armor. AWN being not being a pick, you see, it's quite something which we get to see daily. But yeah, because you are playing at a competitive lobby, using a sniper, it's not going to be that easy as we expect. The play zone totally towards the centric area of the fields, and Brasilia giving that advantage for team bottom four to be quiet inside the center location. Now, this is not only favor them in this current zone, but also the next zone would be quite favorable. But having checked all the 360 degrees which they will be currently looking forward for, is it gonna be possible to just hold that mid area, or maybe they might get engaged in fight and they would be rather the first team who can even get eliminated after this play zone?
Well, that's the thing, being at the center of the zone, it's always advantageous and disadvantages at the same time. The advantage is you're right in the center of the zone. Lucky you. But the disadvantage is, as we all say, you're at the center of attention. That means everyone that's coming into the zone will see you first, right? I mean, they will see you definitely. They might not see the other teams around them, but they will definitely see them. And with that, bottom four will get eliminated by Team Guardians in position number 10. 32 players still alive, and that third zone is just coming into play. Well, Talha will make sure that 32 drops down to 31 because one of the players on SCS did go down. Team Alpha, they're looking strong right now. Let's see, can they get another one? The vehicle is on fire, but did he? Was that the vehicle explosion that killed him?
Yep. No, yes, it is. That's the first kill for No Mercy as well, and that's gonna be a good opening. Rotating at these spaghetti maps with vehicles has always been quite a risk-taking scenario. If you have a teammate to give you enough firepower, so it could really help you out. But the penetration which gets inside a bullet, the bullet damage which it does to a vehicle is quite limited. You see 12 ammunitions being fired directly onto a vehicle, and it could really, burst things out. Team Alpha now rotating straight away inside the zone. Team Spyware could really anticipate and get some kills. But talking of which, Team New Era, they are outside the zone, and backstabbing the backstabber, something which they are at a very good position to do.
Yeah, good position to do that, but let's see if that's going to be the case here. There's 4 teams right outside of the zone. SCX, on the other hand, they're not looking good. 5 FABs, well, they have a good position, and let's see how long that's that long for, but last for, I mean, Spy. What the hell, they're just running right in front of the players of Team Alpha. Oh, stomping players with those vehicles. Well, looks like
Team
Spy.
Alpha.
They're just not even, wait, Talha is just throwing on this on right in front of the players, and he does not get taken down. He has to take 2 players down. Spy, what has happened here? Triple kill for Talha. Hamza will get another one as well. Nucleator Team Alpha, the only survivor on the side of Spy right now. Where are you, Mr. Drogos? Let's see what he can do. And what he can do right now is run around and get taken down nevertheless. Hamza with a second one. 8 squads, 26. And just like that, Team Spy, who actually we thought might have an upper hand, did go down, and so did New Era. Oh boy, in position number 8. Oh, was that position number 8? Yeah, that was position number 8.
Yes. Well, 8th position is something which won't give them the ideal points which they wanted to add, but that's what happened. Team STX Esports did to get eliminated at the 7th position, and Team Alpha, they the fight isn't yet over for them unless it's over. Team Guardians, they are here just gatekeeping, giving the taste of their own medicine, and here you see quite some good abilities being used from the side of Ravi as well, but he gets denied. Sharky is going to be the one who would want to confirm the kill. The flank angle being known from the side of Team Guardians is such that not just they will get enough number of kills, but they have currently been the closest team who could just zone inside. Now this really leaves us with the top 6 teams in a lobby, which is gonna be one and only Team 5 FABs. Above them it's gonna be Cartoon Networks. Team Demon's Pride somehow always comes inside the top 6, and these final zones, Raja gets taken down. That's a line of fire. 3-player gets denied from the side of Raja, and he is gonna be good for all the headshot. Team Demon's Pride at 6, Team Alpha at 5, only top 4 teams. And we were talking that can there be any one team who could really just win booyahs in both the map and could enter the top 6, making sure that they are progressing up towards the next phase of the World Esports Cup. I think now it's looking quite doable after all the top teams have been eliminated.
I mean, we still have a 5 MP, so that is a top team. But looks like FF can have a really good chance of making it to the top half of the scorecard after this. FF, they will get that one more on the side of Carter Never right now. Carter Never did the solution right now. I mean, at least before the last match, Roman gets taken down. Alpha gets knocked out of the play zone. It's going to be Alpha going down. Carter Never gets eliminated in position number 4. 3 squads, 10 players. FF, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, beautiful grenade coming in the flashback from Team Guardian. This is not looking good. 5 MPs is still alive. They want to take that position number 1 back into their favor. Two-phase, beautiful grenades. Take down 2. Will take confirm 1. But now, we'll confirm 2. The only survivor right now is Simple. And this is not looking good. Team TG. And now, the focus is directed towards the side of TG. Two-phase. Beautiful shots coming in. 5 apps will be eliminated. But Two-Face with those grenades, man, I mean, oh my god, this guy and grenades
Oh
are
my
just...
God.
That's a love story no one can beat. The only survivor right now is Sharky. He's gonna get taken down, obviously. Two-Face once again with the grenade. How many grenade kills was that? Was that 7?
I guess 4.
I think
Oh
that
my
was
God,
7.
7.
I think 7 grenade kills. I don't think he even got a single kill with the goddamn weapon. It was all grenades. And, yeah, he's just doing really, really good on the side of 5 Mutants.
Well, the man with the golden hand, this is what the Pakistan region has to offer to us. The talents and these X Factors gameplay. Him being the X Factor is totally that one reason why you will see, Team 5 Mutants still being at the top position and winning Booyah as if it was quite nothing. You don't see that happen often. It's a 4v4v1 scenario. You don't have the zone in your favor, but yet again, you just first eliminate and then you step inside the zone. The way these teams were quite looking dominating, you did call me out right at that point of time that 5 Mutant is still the top team whom you want to first eliminate and then think of just giving a comeback or even winning a Booyah. The end zone did went quite towards the favor of the southern area of our fields, but the way Purgatory map also proved us that not just positioning points are gonna matter you at this current lobby. Go on, get some kills. If you won't get some kills, even after the zone is favoring you, things won't work as you are expecting. And that is something which we really got to see. In the center of the zone, it was Team Bottom 4 whom we first got to see. And along with them was Team Demon's Pride as well. But the way they also got eliminated in the line of fire of Raja, I mean, 2 players, 2 shot, and it all took down for them to get denied at the 7th position.
Yep, that is true. You need to take down the big dog first, and then focus on everything else. And you just let 5MT, work their way into that final zone. There's no way they're going down after that, especially Two-Face. Gotta hand it to him, man. I'm not really sure. I think it's 7 kills with the grenades, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 5, right? There are a lot of grenades being thrown by him alone, knocking the players with grenades and confirming it with grenades as well. Now that is something you usually don't see. You usually see teams, knocking with the grenades and then using the weapons to take them down, or the other way around, knocking them down with the weapons and using the grenades to take them down. But yeah, Two-Face, he is the MVP with 7 kills. But right now, let's take a look at the map or scorecard. And Taran, why don't you walk us through that?
Well, 5 Mutants, 23 points. They are just, wanted to bring out that average out of them and make sure that each and every map they play, it's either a double digit or either it's, more than these 20 points mark, which rarely you get to see any teams, who could cross over. Because either you have to have those 10 kills and a Booyah, or else you directly go on for double digit, kill points as well. Now, double digit kill points only Team 5 Mutant are having, which is 11 kills, followed by 8 kills for Team Guardians. They also came second, but the team which came third, this is where the consistency lies edge. Team 5 FABS, they in the map of Bermuda as well, they came at the top 3. Here also we got to see them at the top 3. No matter what happens, they are quite looking good to just heal themselves a bit while being outside of the zone, let the action out there happen, and then they come up. But still, overtaking them, it's going to be Team Alpha. And as we talked about Team Demon's Pride as well, they were the one who got eliminated at the 5th or 6th position, but then they are at the top 5, and that's just because of their kill points. Team Cartoon Network, they will fall down a bit, but yeah, the points are similar, so similar points being added for the overall points table.
Through that, the consistency is the key. And Team Alpha, they were being consistent as well. New Era, on the other hand, 3 rank points, 3 kill points, brings the total up to 6. Not a great performance from them. SCS Esports, not what we expected. They were alive for a bit, a while, but then having no kills, it doesn't matter if you allow that anyway, right? So 4 points for them. Spyware, 1 kill, 2 rank points, 3 total points. On the other hand, XENON Esports, we expected a lot more when they got that 2 initial frags onto the team of Spy, I believe. Uh, no, it wasn't. Yeah, I think it was a new era. I'm sorry, but yeah. Nevertheless, the XENON Esports 2 kills. That's it. Bottom four, no kills, 1 rank point. Angry Lords once again, the first team to get eliminated. And I think, yeah, the journey is done for them. This is the end of the road for the side of Angry Lords. But I'm not really sure what about the other side, right? I still think that everyone still has a slight chance. Not really sure because we haven't taken a look at the overall score in the past 2 maps. We will be taking a look at them after the map of Kalahari is done, and trying to understand which teams will come out on top. I'm pretty sure one thing's for sure: 5MT, they are taking that number one spot from Demon's Pride.
Well, fight for being number one is still gonna be on. It all falls down to the last map. It's the map of Kalahari, and if Team Demon Sprite really want to regain that spot, they need to be over. Not only just over in terms of the overall point system, but definitely they gotta make sure that Team 5 Mutants are getting early elimination as well in that map. In case both of them lie in the very last zone, and one comes at the first position, second comes at the second, which is between Team Demon Sprite and Team 4MT, then maybe you can't see Demon Sprite once again regaining the spot. But this is what make this game so interesting, and this is what is gonna make teams as well just change their pace, make sure that rather than their usual drop location, maybe they could try some new thing, which already Team Demon Sprite are doing. We quite rarely saw them, directly contesting in for the blue tier loot. And yes, they did got a early start as well, but the early start did not result for them in coming at least in the podium finishes of the top three as well. Well, being the map of Kalahari, what do you expect? Like, which teams are going to be the one who might just want to change off their strategy, not go on to a usual drop, and at least play a bit aggressive? Because as you know, it's the last map, and this is a deciding map for our top six teams. Will be continuing with us.
Well, after watching SCX for a while right now, I think SCX are gonna be my favorites moving on to the map of Kalahari. There, I mean,
Yeah.
and also 5MT, but yeah, 5MT is on top, so people will be like, yeah, you're just saying it because they're on top. So I'm just gonna ignore them and just say STX has my vote for this particular map because they are a kind of team who show up really huge on close range combats, right? And Kalahari, there is a chance of you taking close range combats. Yes, there are chances of you taking high long range fights, but there are high probability it's going to be a close range combat. And when it is, SCX will come out on top, is what I feel like, because the gameplay that they have, it's like a 2-2 split. They have their backs, they watch their six, and that is the kind of a gameplay that you need for you to win the map of Kalahari. It is a shortest map, and there's going to be initial fights. And I think SCX, they're not going to be, afraid anymore to take the fight. But also, since it's the last map, I want to see Angry Lords if can. I mean, they have nothing to lose at this point, right? They're already out
Yeah.
of the tournament here, pretty much. So they have nothing to lose. So let's see if they can, step up huge and take down at least one of the big dogs. Now, maybe Demon's Pride, maybe Cartoon Network, maybe 5MT, SCX, someone. Let's see if Angry Lords, this is the final chance for them to prove their true potential to us.
Well, this is the final round. This is the final map, and this is really gonna be that one last time where we will be seeing these bottom six teams actually playing. Well, they gotta put it all in right now because it's the last time where they could actually make sure that, given the platform which is being provided from India Today Gaming, they could really make sure that they are showing their true potential. But then we go right inside the game of I guess Kalahari quite soon. Purgatory has been quite some, different scenario in terms of the zone rotation. Drop clash totally being ignored. Only one drop clash which happened, I guess, with Team Demon's Pride. Now, play zone also totally rotating towards the side of central area. Teams did not, had much time to realize that it's going to be the mainland itself, and it's going to be the fields area. Fields area, did saw Team Cartoon Network already being towards the side. Team 5 Mutant were also there, but not at the centric location. They love to play it open. They love to play towards the side of any high reaches area where if they have the numbers advantage, they could really look out for those flank angle. And here's where things started to go wrong for all of the teams who were holding at the sniper tower, and even the I guess all the compounds area where they could not just step back. But now this is the map number 12, day 2 of Group 1 for Infinix Smartphone, presenting the World Esports Cup. And one last time, we will be seeing all of our 12 teams competing against each other at this map of Kalahari.
Well, just as you said, 12, Tarun, there is a confirmation that Angry Lords will not be joining us here. So there's only 11 this time around. Unfortunately, I actually wanted to see Angry Lords put up a really good fight here in the final map, but that's not going to be the case. Looks like it's going to be a fight here between New Era and XENON Esports. This is going to be a quick fight, and New Era, they're at the bottom half of the score, and XENON Esports at the top half. Let's see if they can be the one that actually taking down one of the big dogs here, one of the teams in that top 6 position already. Bottom 4 on the other hand, they're right next to the side of Team Guardians. That might be another fight, but right now, this is a fight I'm interested in. Team New Era versus XENON Esports.
Well, Team XENON Esports seems as if they first really want to get that loot, because in case they don't have the loot, they don't have the firepower, it's really going to be, a kind of difficult to just help them get engaged in a fight and actually just capitalize on that as well. Well, a moment of silence, there's no shots fired, there's no explosions being made, there's no use of utilities, because it's the early fight. Just an opening could really just shift each and every momentum, could really make sure that players are getting exposed in open out there. But there goes the fight. First player from the side of XENON Esports, well, he gets down on his knees, and it's gonna be an opening for the side of Team New Era. This is what they wanted, and now they are not gonna think twice before entering the location where they could expect Team XENON Esports to hold on. Backing off from this point of time, it's gonna be a big no, and that's another fight for the side of Team Guardians as well, who are just fighting up against the side of Team Bottom 4. Well, Geta here gets a good opening. It's gonna be Kari as well, using his gun, but the rifle does not land any much damage. New kill leader is definitely gonna be, Team Guardians. 3 kills and 3 points already, tuned in for their overall points table.
Yep, bottom 4. There's only one player alive, and there's not a lot he can do. He has to back anytime. He does take down side, but can he secure it? No, sir, he won't be able to. Bottom 4 is going to be the first team eliminated in position number 11. 0 points, and with that, I think that is the end of their dreams of making it further into the tournament of this Infinix Smartphone Presents World Esports Cup. And that is going to be really unfortunate. Another great day for them. They're still on the teams. Let's see if there can be any upsets here. New Era is one of the teams that I'm looking forward to. Team Guardians have a really good start here. Well, Demon's Pride, they are in the top 2. Can they secure that top 2? They are going to be, staying in that top 6, because they are one of the 2 teams that actually made it past 100 points. I believe yesterday, or
Wow.
So after that, it's going to be really interesting to see if they can keep up the same kind of domination throughout the entire tournament, not just today, moving on forward as well. But Team Guardians, 4 kills already, took down 1 squad, and Curry, he must be feeling confident because he got himself a triple kill already.
Well, Sharky still making sure that he is bringing each and every utilities in place. Purgatory, as we saw Team 5 Mutant just going on all in with their use of grenades. That was quite some, entertaining fact. That was quite some play of the day which we got to see today. But it doesn't end there. This is the last map, and do expect, those X Factor gameplays in this map as well. Well, Team XENON, once again, after they have these initial loss and casualties, they choose to back off with 0 team kills. Would want to play a bit smart, but Flicky takes down Two-Face, and Two-Face Ace actually gets denied. I mean, this was quite unfortunate for them. Team 5MP, call it a caster's curse, or maybe, they were looking quite good. We did talk about their, firepower and grenade here. The mans with the golden hands, they are now getting just shotted down from the side of Team New Year, and this is completely a different team from what we got to see at the map of Bermuda.
Completely different from what we see, obviously. In the New Era, 2 kills. 2 kills. Still a lot of fights to be taken, but here's the thing. I'm kind of doing my math, and here I see that, bottom 4, they had a good chance if they actually win this. But unfortunately, they didn't go out, right? So now the teams that have the chances are teams like Five Fabs, New Era. There is a chance. So basically, everyone else they still have a chance of making it in the top six. Top six. Keep in mind, I'm not saying the top five. So there's only one slot, and there are three teams actually competing right now: Five Fabs, New Era, Spyware, and I think Alpha. There is a good chance for them as well. But New Era, that is the kind of team that I want in that top six because they haven't given up yet. Unlike, I mean, yeah, I do understand Angry Lords. They had no chance of making it, and maybe they felt like they don't want to waste the time. But guys, here's the thing: you lose some, you win some. It's all about the experience. It's about getting to know what your flaws are, getting to know what your strengths and weaknesses are. And if you do not play the game of Free Fire, you will never know that. And giving up here, that's not what your fans want. That's not what you want as a player. But yeah, I guess maybe sometimes it gets to their head, and I think that's exactly what happened with the side of Angry Lord.
Well, Team 5, Mutants. They lose a very strong firepower named Two-Face, and this is really gonna change, make them change each and every strategical gameplay. Here, they could have holded on to the side of refineries, but then again, Team 5 have still holding their refineries angle on and making sure that each and every player watching their respective edges and giving the intels at the right time as well. A bottom, I guess a southern western shifted zone, which really makes sure that teams are already sending in their rotations. But what's interesting to note is that most of the teams out these days are just going in to rotate with these vehicles. Like after the meta change edge, we do see Chronos Shield being not that much exploited, which we used to see. It was as a skill as well, which instantly you open up your Chronos Shield being exposed in an open area and then take that benefit of doubt to just take down your opponents. But now it's completely changed, and I guess some vehicle metas are also quite looking favorable for these teams in terms of rotations.
It does look like the rotations are when, as we were talking about the rotations on the map of Purgatory. With the vehicles, we did see that vehicle being blown and one of the players on the side of STX, I believe, going down. But yeah, this time around STX, let's see what kind of performance they put up, because that was a team that I wanted to see. I wanted to see Angry Lost, but unfortunately they're not even here in the server. So STX, my next go-to team. Let's see how they perform right now. See here that TG, they're right next to each other towards that command post area. The Refinery is in the control of Demon's Pride, and XENON Esports and Team Alpha, the two teams outside of the zone, making their way back in. Team New Era in the vehicles. Let's see how they make their way into the city right there, into the refinery area, because they have to face 5MT, the team that has been feeling really confident since the beginning of the day today here, Tarun.
I mean, Team Guardian, they really need to put up that great end for our final map. It's the 12th map of today, and being the final map for Pakistani regions as well, it's really been quite some good new talents which we got to see. And Team 5 Mutants, well, they get a good opening, finally getting trade back from the side of Team 5 Fabs as well. But UAV is there to just expose Hasu, takes on Sardar, and that's the opening which they wanted. Now, down to just two players left. I don't think that Team 5 Mutants would really be stopping on, but Flickier, that nade is gonna take down Shoaib, but Team 5 Mutant, nothing stops them. Even a casualty being against themselves doesn't stop them, and Bubbly being the solo player remaining, he gets denied. But what is this phase of Team 5 Mutants? They were playing with a disadvantage. It was a 3v4 scenario. Players were just getting down towards the knees, getting knocked off. Instead of going on for the revival, they wish to go all in. And if the kill feed has been seen from the side of Team Demon's Pride, you know what I'm talking about. They are already the happiest team out here, because being a solo player, how far do you expect Team 5 Mutants to go against the side of Team Demon's Pride, who might be here to regain that number 1 position?
They can try to regain that position, but if you ask me, I think PyMT has a really good lead up until now, up until the map of Purgatory. But let's see, never, I mean, it's not over until it's over. So let's see if Demon's Pride can put up a really good fight and take it. But on the other hand, the thing they need to focus on is taking down the teams that are at the top as well. Carter Network, they were at the 6th position after the 3rd map, And right now, I believe they're still in that 6th to 7th position. So this is their final chance, and they need to put up a really good fight. And Team Alpha has spotted Team Guardians, and let's see. Oh, he has a clear shot, but he does not want to take it because he knows that as soon as he takes that first shot, they will give away their position, and at the same time, they cannot confirm the kill because that's the kind of position that they're in. Team Guardians in Current Network, they're in the in a safe spot, but if they go down, they're in a mess.
Well, there is the live standings. Top 9 teams here with us towards the western side of confinement. It's gonna be Team Alpha. First player gets denied. Second player somehow is gonna get knocked off. But still, your favorite team, Team STX Esports, seems as if they also want to get inside the zone. If they do realize it's a fight happening towards the side of Team, Alpha, they could really third party them. But Talha, on the other hand, is just holding his angle off. Hamza gets spotted, uses his utility. Can this be an opening? Because Ali is just in front of him. Yes, it's 117 damage being dealt, but once again goes on for a jump grenade, and that could have been it. Afan could really get taken down out of all of these rains being, just poured out from the side of Ali. Has grenades, has more 3 grenades, so it seems as if we want to use all of it at this point of time. But Hanshu, Lido gets an opening, and look at the magical HP in which, Afan was, just surviving.
Well, nine squads, 31 players, and it looks like STX having a really good time. They are unable to take down any of the players, but it's gonna be 5 mutants eliminated. Oh boy, now there's a really good chance of Demon Sprite taking the #1 spot back, because the top team, 5MT, have been eliminated, and Spy, Mr. Talha will take down Criminal. Whoa, flashbang, blinding the players as well. Obviously, Talha will get one more, will confirm. STX, no kills yet. Hamza with the cord, he's just spamming, but unable to land any shots right now, Tarun.
Well, that's a unusual way to start things off. Team Alpha is really looking to go on the front foot, but Team STX, I don't know what went wrong for the start. They lose a player, but yeah, Captain now, he himself is going to be regained with his revival. He goes down once again, and Team XENON Esports, they're also going to be taken down. Team Alpha having the numbers advantage could really take down STX. He goes on very passive, plays an in-shot stealth gameplay, but down to Hamza. Can he do this? He gets some good opening. It's a 1v1 scenario, it seems. Well, Tala is still opening. He is going on for a revival. Can Afan also get on his legs? It seems as if he is gonna, but down to 3v2 for Team Alpha. Well, they do a good, recovery on their mistakes, and down to just one solo player remaining. Team STX, it was quite an unconventional fight for them. Even after having back end for Nog, this 4v4 fight, it was, something which is just more than just these firepowers. The team synergy also quite mattered, and now, after down to just one solo player, could have gatekeep, but rather wants to reheal and go on to play some positioning as well. But look at the gatekeep which is being done now from the side of DP Gorilla.
Yep. Oh, no. Hamza goes down, and with that goes down the dreams of side of STX as well. It's going to be Alpha. Beautiful shots. We'll take down Talha, will confirm it as well. If I'm not wrong, Roman will take down one of the players with the grenade. Katak will take down Quetta on the other hand. 6 squads, make it 17 players right now. The Brad just went down to Roman's grenade. Beautiful placement coming in. Roman, as I said, was the best player on the side of 5 FABs, and they still have a minor chance. Let's see. Alpha, Hamza is the only player alive for them, and if he goes down right now, they might not have a good chance of qualifying here. But if he stays alive till the end, get a couple more kills, maybe a couple more points for his team, maybe then there's a good chance. But Demon Sprite, on the other hand, they only have 1 kill. Yes, they are in the top 6 right now, but they want that #1 spot. They want to make that statement. They want to move ahead in the tournament, feeling really confident, beating 5MT. The team that has been sitting on top for a really long time right now. Katak with the spam, and this is not looking good for Team Guardians. Godzilla will get... Oh no, he knocked himself out again with the grenade launcher.
Well, Hamza trying to step inside the play zone. It's going to be the final zone, the end zone, which we like to talk about. Team Alpha, they get eliminated at the 6th position, leaving Team Cartoon Network still alive with us. Team Spyware in a very bad position. They are getting totally gatekeep, and Team Guardians, They already have 4 kills, but what's happening? Query and Seth somehow gets a night. Query and Shaki being the duo player remaining. Still, we have Mr. Wazak left in this corner area. He is the solo player, but this game has completely turned each and every situation. Team Damon's Pride surviving with top 5 position with only 1 kills, but Simple takes down Raptor and fight between the side of Team 5 FABS and one and only Damon's Pride. That's also yours, but Team 5 is somehow surviving. This was a very wrong move, and this could really be quite punishable. And yes, Sharky gets the night. Spyware getting eliminated at the hashtag 5 position. Team Cartoon, I guess Team Guardian are also going to be taking down Team Damon's Pride at 3rd position, leaving with us with the top 2v3 scenario. This is going to be one of the moments where Team 5 Abs will get their booyah, and yes, they do. It's going to be Cartoon Networks in the top 2. And what a last zone did we got to this side. I did predict that maybe it could go all the way long towards the start of the healing battle, but the unmonumental area of these, Kalahari map having some higher reach, some lower reach, positioning did mattered a lot. And in the end, Team 5 map turns out to be that they will be winning the last and final booyah of this region.
Yep, the final booyah of the day goes into the favor of Team 5. Perhaps you gotta give it to them. And Roman was the star player for them. We all know that, right? We've been eyeing Roman right from the start, right from the start of the BO12 series. He was there every time his team needed him. They did come out on top, but here's the thing. Is it enough to bring them up to the top 6 is the question. I'm pretty sure FireMT is already sitting there. Demon's Pride is sitting there. No, I mean, XENON Esports on the other hand, I think along with STX are sitting there. Now, Cartoon Network, Guardian, Alpha, Spy, and 5 Abs. These are the teams that have a really good chance of making it into the top 6. At least the top 3, I mean the top 4, 5, 6. So, do you think that 5 Abs has done enough to secure that 6th position or 5th position for themselves?
I mean, they will really end up in the 8th position, is what my prediction would be. Because given the number of kills, they are not. I don't think that they might even cross 20 points mark. If it could have been a 20 to 25 points, then maybe top 6 could have been a possibility. But that's where we talked about. You see, Edge, you told us about the consistency, which is going to be quite something with these teams need to consider themselves to be in at such position that no matter what's happening, they have to put up each and every double-digit points in the points table at each and every map-wise scorecard. Even 10 points could matter, but see, I've been proving wrong. 5 Fabs, they go on with the 20 points dot 20 points to just contribute for the final, overall points table, which they will be adding, followed by Cartoon Networks as well. Team Guardian up with 12 points, and Spyware also remain at the 9th position. I mean, Team Damon's Pride are really looking consistent. The last map also top 5, this map also top 5, but here we did, want to talk about this one thing, that 5 Fabs, Bermuda, it was a 3rd position, Purgatory, it was a 3rd position, and finally, after that consistency, they come at the hashtag 1 position at this map.
Yep, I'm talking about the bottom half of the scoreboard. 5 Mutants is there, but yeah, I mean, a bad game, but they've had some really good in the first 11 maps. SCX Esports on the other hand, only 1 kill brings that total up to 5. New Era on the other hand, 4 total points. They have 3 kills. Impressive, but they did kill Eliminator really early. XENON Esports on the other hand, no kill points, but 3 rank points, bring the total up to 3. Bottom 4, they were the first team to get eliminated. And Angry Lords, they were so angry that they even decided not to join this final map of Kalahari. So now all we need to do is sit tight and wait for that overall score. Because I'm pretty sure everyone is waiting to see which top 6 teams are making it through the Pakistan group stages and moving forward in this particular tournament.
I mean, you did really, call it out quite right. Team 5 Fabs are a consistent team in terms of today's day 2. Now, I would really ask you this: that do you really anticipate that they could, come inside the top 6 position? Because here is the overall scorecard, and what they are not in just the top 8, they are inside the top 4. They are gonna get qualified. I mean, wow, this is that one play I did not really expected, and out of nowhere, what a way to give their setback. Congratulations. And just 3 points being missed, Team Demon's Pride as well. They did not, got to secure the number one position. But yeah, looking at the bigger picture, Team 5 Mutants had really enough. And each and every prediction of yours, it seems as if you have quite, known these teams for a while.
Well, I've been watching the game, so you could say that. But yeah, congratulations once again to 5 Mutants, Demon's Pride, Team Alpha, 5 FABS especially. Cartoon Network had a really good day one, not a great day two, and the Guardians as well. But here's the thing: I think STX is in 7. I want to see how much point difference was there. 104 on the side of Guardians, pushing them to top 6. But I think STX and Team. There's supposed to be one more. XENON Esports. I think these
Yeah.
two teams missed out, but I don't think there's a lot. I think there's one. I think Guardians and STX had same points or something like that. Because I was actually thinking that STX will make it and Guardians will not. But looking at the scoreboard right now, yeah, I was proven wrong as well. But STX, I really want to see what their scores are because they had 90 before map number 4 and they
Oh
were
my
down with 3 points.
god.
3 points.
That's
STX. Really unfortunate for them.
that's a squad elimination which they could have, taken and got a 105 scoreline. But Spyware as well, just I guess 4 points down. Team STX 3 points down, and this is gonna be such a unfortunate scenario. Each and every points count, and we did expect it that no matter what happens, we have these many good number of maps which will be played from these teams. And once you get to see these maps being played, that's it's very rare chance that all the teams which will get qualified, only 4 out of the 6 teams might get to cross the 100 point mark. But when you get to see all the top 8 teams crossing the 100, reaching that triple digit points, it really shows how competitive the lobby is and how balanced. I'm sorry, how balanced the lobby is as well.
Yeah, it is. The healthy competition is always good. And Zenon Esports, New Era, bottom 4. And, they did. I wouldn't say a lot actually because they're really, really low, 22 points. But yeah, all of them, kudos to everyone. They did try their best, but unfortunately, it just wasn't good enough for them. 5MT and Demon Sprite, they were just too good for this, this group at least. So here's the
Yes.
thing: we are done with Group 1. We still have Group 2 coming in tomorrow. So what are you
Oh.
expecting for that?
I really am expecting a quite competitive match and a quite balanced points table as well. I don't think that in the Indian region sets we got to see some similar sort of points table. Yes, there were some teams who were quite competitive, but only till the podium finishes rank points. Till fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, we really called out at the very early stage that in case the fight goes on, it's really gonna be quite competitive, and that's what happened. Before Bermuda, we did talk about it that the teams which are currently at fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth position, things might really get quite as an roller coaster ride for them because the points table really are so fairly made that even if you win, Booyah, it does not gives you all the 20 points. To come inside the top leaderboard, you need to have the balance of kill points as well. We saw quite some limited kills. I guess only 29 kills plus 71 positioning points of Team SFX. Now imagine comparing them with some teams like 5 FABs who had quite some equal balance. So this is all the things which they could really work on, and even if they got like eliminated, it is a good farewell for them, and we would really like to make sure that this message is passed on to them that even if they don't lose, it's the experience which they have gained. This experience will really help them to improvise, and as we know, India Today Gaming is here to just provide them each and every platform. And this time it wasn't just limited to the top teams, it was open for all where any team could really participate, showcase their skills of an amazing talent from this region we
Yeah.
got to see overall.
Yep, that is true. And with that, we are done with group number 1. We'll be talking more about the day, more about the games that we've just witnessed in the highlights later on. But for now, me and Tarun will be taking a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Infinix Smartphone Presents World Esports Cup, brought to you by India Today Gaming, along with the broadcast partners, as always, Platonia, and radio partner Ishq 104.8 FM. And Tarun, we have already, been through the entire BO12 group number one, that is. We know the top six teams. It has been one hell of a journey. So let's just, take a look back at the highlights of Group 1, day number 2. So it has been 6 maps here today, and Carter Network, they were at the top of the scoreboard before this, kind of at the top. But moving on, they were at the end of the day, they came down to the top 5. Now, that is something to worry about if you're a fan of Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Team Cartoon Network, they didn't even made it up till the top six is what I'm anticipating. And here's where things started to go wrong for the side of Team Demon's Pride as well. The start was quite amazing, but you see New Era just getting denied from Godzilla alone and using the grenades out there was quite phenomenal. Team Spyware as well, losing out the numbers advantage at a very early stage. And there was Team 5 Fabs there, having a good balance in terms of their kills, in terms of their positioning, being consistent. And Karthik at this point of time, got totally gatekeep from the side of Team Alpha. But yeah, Team Alpha also, you got to see them at the podium finish. I guess they were at the top 3 position, and that's something which we did not quite expected out of their yesterday's, performance. Well, in the very last zone, Cartoon Network did got eliminated, and Team XENON was the one winning the map of Buya.
Well, yep, that is true. Map number 8. That is a map of purgatory here. Zen and they were having a rough time actually against Spyware that is. But Xenon, this fight, the ignorance coming in, they're not taking corners. A lot of teams, we've seen that happen in the later half of the day as well. But once again, this was the fight that Roman came out on top. 5 haps. It was all Roman. Roman, as soon as he goes down, the team starts to panic. But wait a second,
Oh.
that was a wall bang?
I mean, that was
Oh,
some, like visual bug with as an observer we might have not got, but yeah, it was totally an armory damage of him being exposed quite minutely with that cover. Team Spyware, they did not, just made sure that they are coming at the top 5 position for the second map of Purgatory. But then again, you see Team 5 FABS here as well, they had a good gatekeep scenario, and the rise of Team 5 Mutants. This is where it all started. Starting things off from the map of Purgatory, were looking quite dominating, were looking quite in a very good position, but the grenade use was quite phenomenal, not only from the side of Team 5 Mutant, but also Team Demon's Pride. Godzilla did some good, amazing openings today.
Yep, I mean everyone started showing up except Angry Lords, right? They were the only team that unfortunately could not, manage to put up a really good fight. They did make it through the invitational qualifiers, so not taking anything away from them, but unfortunately not there. There, Godzilla had a really good time with the grenade launcher until the final map. He knocked himself out with the goddamn grenade launcher. That was weird. But this was the map of Kalahari, the first time that we played it today. Third time overall, but 5 Mutants had a really good run in this one as well, getting out in third position. DP came out on top. This was the map that actually helped them secure that top spot. Godzilla with those grenades and grenade launchers, that is a really good combo. And here, Cartoon Network, I believe they're the team that actually took down 2 squads pretty early into the coming in, right? I think it was Angry Lords and New Era both going down to Cartoon Network, but then Cartoon Network also getting taken down in 9th position, I believe. So that was not the kind of gameplay we expected, but it was enough. They did make it through, so it's all good.
Well, Team Spy as well, totally, being that one team which we did, so just trying to give their best in each and every fight. No matter if they get eliminated, that could, really have something. But Umair, what was this quick scope? Well, that was quite an amazing quick scope coming in from his side as well at the map, this second last map, I guess, of Purgatory. And then again, we see Team 5 Mutants giving that setback map at the very best. Team Alpha as well here, just, making sure that no matter what happens, happens. They are playing at a very open area. Wherever they get a chance, they do eliminate their opponents. And here's where the Grenadier, the man with the golden handball, started. Hamza getting some good opening. Cartoon Network still at the map of Forgetry, losing out the Santosh Island being the final zone was quite some difference maker here for most of the teams out there who are still rotating through the waterways as a medium. Bermuda, the last map, it was a 1v4v2 scenario, but how could you really expect Team Alpha to win this? Like, out of nowhere, they didn't have the numbers advantage. They did eliminate, I guess, Team FF first, which was Team 5 and then they also eliminated one and only Team Spyware, who are just here towards the side of corner area, winning the Booyah and making sure that they are just coming towards a podium finish. Third position it is. Well, position didn't quite matter unless you are qualified for the finale phase of our India Today Gaming World Esports Cup. But well, Angry Lord somehow, just it wasn't the day for them, because in any circumstance they were just not having any factors in their favor, and their players were also looking quite at a very down demotivated.
Yeah, I mean, it was the mindset, the mind games, coming in, the mindset being broken, the confidence being broken, and when that breaks, the person breaks, and when that breaks, the team breaks, and with that, the entire team went down, unfortunately. But this match, Roman once again coming out on top. 5MD had a really good run in this one as well. I believe they got 20, 25 points in this particular map. We were talking about that, taking out multiple players. Team Alpha, they were the kill leaders for a while, but this fight against Spy, and I don't know how Spy did not come out on top there, but nevertheless, Team Alpha were the one. But Team Guardians taking advantage of their positioning coming in. The Team on Pride as well, coming out really, really strong against Cartoon Network. But then, yeah, as I was talking, Cartoon Network turned it around, just like how Team Alpha turned it around against Spy. Team Cartoon Network turned it around and took down the big dogs. 5MT did come out on top, and this was the final map. And yeah, Team Guardians had a good start, killed leaders for a while. And I think the consistency coming in from Team Guardians was the only reason that they actually made it into the top 6.
Consistency was a key for each and every team just getting inside the top 6. Call it off for Team 5 as well. But well, here we go. Team Alpha up against the side of Team STX. Team STX, they just missed from this current fight. If this fight could have been capitalized, you do remember, right? There was a chance where Team Alpha were down to only duo players remaining, with 3 players were surviving from the side of Team STX. Somehow those panic movement, those zone which wasn't just favoring them, did got them. Team Alpha then got in gatekeep, and Spyware once again, this location, this is what we love the most of the map of Kalahari, that no matter what happens, each and every play zone is just so different that you can't really expect to be there. So you have to go along with the zone, and the zone cannot really go along with you, and that's the beauty of Kalahari. Quite an amazing map, quite an amazing day, and quite some amazing pair of teams as well, which we got to witness. We don't see, this is that one region edge where very rarely we get to see teams just being so equally competitive. 8 teams out of 12 crossing the 100 points mark. That's some sort of, claps for Team Pakistani regions.
I mean, Pakistan regions, they are putting one hell of a show. And, it's just a day one. It's just a group one. I'm sorry. Day two, yes, but just a group one. Tomorrow, we'll be starting off with group two, and already the bar has been set high. So all we can do is expect a lot more coming in from that group two. But yeah, a huge shout out to all our sponsors: Infinix Smartphones, India Today Gaming, and also broadcast partners, Playtonia radio partner, Ishq 104.8 FM, and this is me, Edge, alongside Tarun. We will be signing off today, but make sure to be back tomorrow the same time, same channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification button. We'll be back tomorrow with the Pakistan group stages, group number 2, the final group, the final 16 from Pakistan region. But up until then, stay safe, good night, and take care.